Cricut tree, oh Cricut tree, oh Cricut tree, we adore you. You've got some balls and decorations, and it is June and we don't care. Oh Cricut tree, oh Cricut tree, you're in my family room all year. Why not have a Cricut tree in your house or apartment or in your box, wherever you live, all year, Felicia?
Why not?
I think it just brings me joy. Does this tree bring you joy?
It does.
It brings me joy. This is our Cricut tree. Why do we call it a Cricut tree? Because 95% of the things we made on this tree, except for that bow, that is from Bradabra.
We made it with the Bradabra.
Bradabra. I don't know, whatever that thing is called. I think it's in the carousel. But welcome to our live stream. This is the first edition of what? Felicia She Shed. This is a new show we're trying out here on Amazon Live. Thank you. My name is Tim Cruz. Captain Tim Cruz, that is. Do you want to see me? Watch. Oh, you can switch this around. I'm Captain Tim Cruz. Now, my name's Tim Cruz. I'm from a channel or a thing called Cruz Reviews, and I've come here to assist Felicia because she's camera shy. She doesn't like to be on the camera. And me, I'm a ham. I'm worse than that. I'm a ham bone. Look, I have a captain's hat on. We're going on the first ever cruise out of an American port since like 2020. It's insane. On June 26th, we're going to live stream here, right here on this channel. So make sure you hit that follow to be apprised and aware of when we go on live. We're going to have giveaways, all kinds of things. We have an interview with the captain of the ship, the Celebrity Edge, leaving Fort Lauderdale, June 26th. The first ever Amazon Live from a cruise ship. That will be us. So make sure you follow us. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm Tim Cruz. Let's turn you around to, how do I turn this around, Felicia? I don't know. Oh, our Cricut tree. Okay, let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Felicia has reluctantly agreed to be on camera. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Felicia. Felicia! Felicia, wake up! Oh, Emma? Emma? That's Emma Dog. All right. This is for the first time ever on camera. Should I do it?
I don't care.
Dun, dun, dun. Felicia! Felicia, now this is your she shed.
It is.
No, this looks like a kitchen in an apartment, to be honest with you.
It really is a kitchen.
Tell me what's going on. What are you building? What's the reason here? What's going on?
So we sold our house, and we moved into an apartment. It's
a little small, a little
5-bedroom house down to a 2-bedroom apartment. Yay! Yeah. So we've got a really nice apartment. It's got this great island, and we're using this island to showcase all our products.
Essentially, since Felicia doesn't cook, we have turned the kitchen into the she shed.
Yeah, Tim.
Isn't that look at all the stuff she has here? It's amazing.
Oh, we have quite the collection of stuff.
It's amazing how much of your child's inheritance you have spent on this stuff to have fun. I'm really proud of you for doing that. It takes guts to do something like that.
It does take guts.
All right, tell us what we're going to be talking about and actually demoing in Felicia She Shed today.
All right, we're going to talk about all of the Cricut products.
Ooh, everything.
Cricut
You've got it all?
I've got it all. The Cricut Joy, the Cricut Explore Air, the Cricut Maker, the Easy Press, the Mini Press, the Mug Press. We're going to talk about all of it.
What is this thing here? This monster.
We're going to finish with this beast. And this is new. This is the newest edition, the newest baby.
An embroidery machine?
This is the Brother PE 800 embroidery machine.
Can I touch it?
You can.
Oh, it's beautiful. I like the color, very subtle.
It's wonderful. I'm still learning, lots of learning, but we'll give it a dry run here, see if we can't make something really quick at the end of the show.
You've already made some stuff with this.
I have.
Look at you.
I have.
Sorry, I'm on a tripod here trying to navigate around here. It's ridiculous.
So we made this.
That is fabulous. That is, look at that. You made that on that machine?
On that machine, right?
What else did you make?
I made this.
Oh, I can't wait to see the demo of this. This is all thread.
It's all thread.
And Cricut's vinyl, color, infusible. Yep. This is thread.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. Look how good you are. I'm so proud of you right now. I'm going to cry.
Oh, God.
Butterflies. I love butterflies. Look at that.
Isn't that neat?
That is fabulous. Now, this thread, like the Cricut, you can put it in the washing machine, dryer safe.
Yeah, absolutely.
It won't bunch up and shrink and fade and turn into just thread on a towel or shirt.
It is not supposed to. We're going to give that a good shot. We've only made a couple things. As you can see, we haven't washed it even just yet. Like I said, we just got this machine a week or so ago. So we've been doing a lot of experimenting with we actually using washcloths to do our experimenting with.
That is fabulous. Felicia,
Yes.
do you know they have towel folding on our cruise?
I love
On the
towel
Celebrity Edge on June 26th.
That's
Are you
awesome.
excited
I
about
am
that cruise?
I'm excited.
Now, a lot of things could go sideways on that cruise, Felicia. Are you ready for that?
And that's why you booked us a suite.
That's why we're going to be there.
Case.
Listen, I may have something to do with certain news broadcasts in our area, so I will be on there as a reporter, but also I'll be telling the good people here on Amazon Live exactly what's going on that cruise on June 26th. So make sure you follow us in the upper left-hand corner to get, we're going to give away some stuff on there, some gift cards on that cruise too. All right, so where are we starting, Felicia?
All right,
Felicia She Shed, episode number 1.
We're going to start with the Cricut Joy, which is the baby of the family.
He's so cute.
And currently the newest in the line of Cricut cutting machines.
Touch it for me.
It's just this little guy.
So
just
adorable.
so little.
Look at that. Only
Yeah.
comes in one color, huh?
One color.
How unfortunate.
It only accepts a 4.5 width,
4.5 inch vinyl.
4.5 inch vinyl or matte, whatever the case may be, whatever you're
Okay.
using. And we'll talk about those materials in just a second. It only accepts one blade at the moment. I understand that the foil tip is coming out in a week for,
new
for
tool?
this
Wow.
machine. Yes, because currently you only have the one blade, and you can use the Cricut markers with this.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching today, don't forget to follow us in the upper left-hand corner. Just hover around this area up here. Click the follow button, and we will love you forever and treat you dearly, and you will be fabulous. Also, if you have questions, put them in the chat. We'll be addressing the chat today. Felicia will answer your questions. She's had these machines for several years. She knows in and out. She knows all the ups and downs of these things. So if you have Cricut questions, if you already have one, put them in the chat, and Felicia will address those immediately. So let's go. Let's look at the beautiful Joy.
All right, so let's talk about the Joy. Again, this is the smallest portable cutting device that Cricut has today. And it's simple to use, cuts 50 different products from iron-on materials, both plain and glitter, to holographic iron-on material, to permanent, to removable, smart labels. It does a ton of different stuff. Cut infusible ink, and we'll go through all those in just a second. So it's very versatile. You can easily put this in a bag and take this with you on a trip.
Oh.
And take your supplies. It makes a nice compact little package. You
Not
take
rechargeable though. It has to be
No,
plugged
it
in,
has
right?
to. It has to have power to work.
Okay.
So, so let's talk about some of the products that you get with this, and then we'll do a demonstration of one of them.
All right.
So you get the Cricut Joy, and if you get a bundle, the bundle may come with a Cricut Joy Mat. If I peel the protective cover, oh, it doesn't have it on there. Yes, it does. Protective cover off. You'll see that this is the Cricut Joy Mat, and it's got different sizes of different cards you can use. And it also has the separator. So you put the back of the card underneath, the top of the card you want to cut on top, press it down good, and then send it through the machine. And we're actually going to do one of those in just a little bit. So this is just the card mat. It only works with that. So then we have a standard grip mat. Again, these are both 4.5 by, I believe it's 6.25 or 6.5 total. And you can also get the jumbo, where you have 4.5 by 12 that you can send through the Joy. Now, the Joy does not require that you use a mat if you have smart materials. So let's talk about those real quick. So there's a variety of different smart materials. This here is your smart removable vinyl. This would be something that you would use on wall words if you wanted to print out some words and stick them on your wall, or a theme for maybe a nursery. You could use the removable vinyl, put it up on the wall, leave it for however long, and then it just peels easily off the wall. You could also use this if you wanted to, let's say you have a plain bowl and you wanted to use it for different holidays. You could use removable vinyl, cut out, let's say Cinco de Mayo, since it just passed. Cut that out, put that on your bowl or whatever, and it would easily peel off when you're done. So you don't want to make it permanent, you just want to peel this off. That would be great for this. And Tim's going to show a couple of glasses. Now those glasses are actually using our next product, which is the permanent smart vinyl. And I'll show you why it's smart vinyl in 1 second. So we have permanent vinyl, and this is you would use on glasses. It can go through the dishwasher. These have actually been through the dishwasher
Several times.
Several times. You should probably hand wash them, but it does work out fine. So this would be something more for those type of projects. And why do they call it smart vinyl? Well, let's open one of these up. Let's see what we got.
Because it's not dumb?
Because it's not dumb.
Okay, good.
So
I'm glad we cleared that up, Felicia.
yes, exactly. So
Fabulous.
Hang on, get this out. So here is our black Smart permanent vinyl. And you see it has these white edges because that's where the vinyl only goes out so far.
I see, there's a little ridge here.
There's a little ridge, right? So when you go to cut with this, you simply put in, without a mat, you simply load in your Smart vinyl and off you go.
Oh,
so if you wanted to do a border, you could run it long and it would go through your vinyl this way.
Oh, okay.
Right? So I can make
how long? It's like 4 feet, I think?
Actually, it is, I always forget, it is 4 feet max.
48 inches.
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
cool.
So you could do a really nice banner if you are a teacher. You wanted to put ABCs across the top of your walls as a border. You could easily do that with something like this. If you wanted to create one of those long porch signs that says welcome, you could easily do that with something like this.
If you want to go longer than that, you just put 2 of them together, right?
Yes.
Just cut it twice.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So that's what Smart vinyl means. All right. And so those are the permanent ones. And with the permanent and the removable vinyl, it's going to cut on the material, the white material that is behind. It's going to cut out. You're going to weed off all the material you don't need, and it's going to leave your image or your words there. So then you're going to take transfer tape. You're going to cut that down to the size you need. You're going to lay that over your words or your image, and it's going to adhere the image or words to your transfer tape so that you can then transfer it to whatever you're going to put it on, whether it's a bowl, a mug, the walls, whatever the case may be.
I see.
All right.
All this info, I think all these products are in the carousel below here.
Correct.
Click on any of these
They
things.
are.
Do they sell this Joy in a bundle that would have everything you need?
Correct.
So that you can get that? So
Correct.
is that here in this carousel? I think
yep,
you have the
it's the
first
very
one here.
first
Oh,
thing.
okay. So
They
this
do
whole
sell
is
it
the
as a
bundle.
bundle. Yep.
That's a great idea. So that's really going to get you. You bring this thing home, you can start making projects right away.
You get that bundle and you are off and running.
That's the way
You
to do
don't
it.
have to be a designer by nature. You can use the hundreds, maybe thousands of pre-designed projects that come in Design Space, which is the Cricut software you use. You can use those open this thing up, plug it in, grab one of those projects and off and running you go.
That's
We're actually going to do one with the card.
That's really the best way to do it because you get this thing, you don't have anything to work with. It's kind of frustrating. Right? Like, okay,
Right.
I've got the Joy, but so what?
Right.
I want to do something. I want to make something. Let's make something, Felicia.
So hang on one second. Let's go through a couple more things. You have the Smart iron-on material.
I'm sorry. I'm so excited. I'm going to calm down. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so you got the Smart iron-on material. This one is the neon colors because that's what Tim likes, and this one is a
Love it.
holographic. Again, it's Smart. It is the width of the machine. Do you have to use the Smart material with the Joy? You do not.
Good.
You can use the regular wide 12 by 12 material on this machine. You just have to cut it down to size.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you're not limited to having to purchase a Smart material.
I see. Okay.
All
That's
right.
good news.
And if you wanted to make labels, you could use the Smart Label writable vinyl. Okay, that is
Yeah,
permanent.
that's what I see this being really applicable
Right.
for like teachers, things, books, and classrooms.
Right.
and-
Let's say you have a bunch of jars and you want to label those jars. Maybe it's in the kitchen, it's spice jars. You want to label your spice jars. This would be what I would use for
or
that.
maybe even a birthday party. You have everybody with their own cups.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I'm having a party coming up soon for my birthday, Felicia. Can we label my cups?
Bonus.
Super. Okay. We have all kinds of things in the carousel below.
Okay.
I'm going to.
So let's talk one more time about the Joy. And you can, with the Joy, you get the blade. And there are projects that you can either create yourself or you can use out of the box
Okay.
in Design Space. And you can use the pens. So this is a whole collection of Cricut pens. And they're very easy to use. You simply grab one out, open the cap, and pop it in and close it. It's just that easy.
No way. It
Yep.
pops right in, so you can
Pops right
write, or it will
Correct.
make computerized control designs. You ever try to do this with your hands?
No.
It never
I
comes
don't-
out straight. But
no.
this is actually like a little computer control device.
So that's
It's so easy to pop that in there now.
easy.
huh?
It's super, super easy. Please don't be afraid to try these out.
Now you've had competing products. Don't mention the names. But have you found those to be as easy to use as the Cricut line?
No, I
No,
haven't.
maybe a little more difficult,
I found
right?
it. Yeah, I found it more difficult to use. So yeah, no, I wouldn't recommend it.
Now, do you need this mat This little green mat down here.
You only need the mat, like I said, if you're going to use maybe a scrap piece of the smart vinyl that doesn't fit the width of the machine.
Okay.
Or if you're going to use the larger 12 by 12
Which
or
you
the
can
12
cut
inch
down
wide.
to
You
4.5
cut it down
inches or
to the
whatever.
size that you want. You put it on your mat and you're off and running.
Now, smart vinyl means no mat.
Smart vinyl means no mat as long as it's the full width of the machine.
Got it. I'm
Okay?
just trying to get all this together
Sure,
here.
absolutely.
And
So,
it takes me a few times, Felicia. You know, I have some issues. Mental acuity issues.
All right,
But it all looks
so-
pretty affordable. I'm looking down here in the carousel below, and this is like a really affordable way to get in some really fun and adorable crafting.
absolutely, absolutely.
And
So-
apparently, you've gotten really into it.
So
Look at all this stuff.
I have gotten really into it. So,
My God.
in addition to all of these things,
Mm-hmm.
and with the card mat, they sell these card inserts.
Oh, that's cool.
They're packs. They come in different. There's at least half a dozen I found so far. I probably have half a dozen, but they come with the cardstock already folded to the size of the card.
That's nice.
It comes with these colored inserts, and it comes with an envelope.
Ooh, everything
Right?
you need to make.
Each one of these sets, yeah, everything you need is in here.
And
I
you
can
know-
make 10 cards with this set, and off I go.
And you know what my favorite part of making your own card is? You can basically say whatever
Exactly.
you want.
Oops,
Things
exactly.
you can't buy in a Hallmark store, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine that freedom to say anything you want. Like, say you have this coworker you're not really fond of and they're retiring. Imagine the things you could say in that card, and they'll think you bought it in the store, and they'll be like, oh,
You're so wrong.
like, I'm glad you're gone, but enjoy your retirement. Something like that. You can't buy that in a store,
You're
can you?
so wrong. So
That's
this
pretty.
is an example of
Shiny.
a card already cut. And I'm going to show you in just a second how
That is
easy it is
adorbs.
to do it. So
Look
here's
at
a
that.
Father's Day card.
That's coming up June 20th,
see
right?
it?
Are we doing our Father's Day gift special again?
I think we are.
I think we're going to do that again.
And there is another Father's Day card you can cut out.
Number one.
So these are
Dad.
these were out of the box simple designs to pick.
And you can fill out things inside or glue something in there?
You absolutely could. So these are dark in nature, so you could just take another piece of white cardstock or whatever color you wanted, write your message, stick it in here, and off you go.
Lorraine says, happy Sunday, Felicia and Tim. I'm a Cricut newbie. That is awesome. Glad you're jumping in. Always love watching your Cricut video streams. Thanks for the amazing info. You're welcome. Thank you so
Thanks,
much
Lorraine.
for following and watching, Lorraine. Remember, we got our cruise special coming up, too. You don't want to miss that. You've never seen me on a cruise, have you?
Oh, gosh.
It's been a year. I'm about to explode. My goodness. But
It's
thank you.
entertaining, to say the least.
Lorraine, you're very sweet. You are fabulous.
All right,
Look how
so-
shiny that is. I love the shininess. I don't know what it is about me and shiny, but you also have alligator vinyl too,
I
don't
do,
you?
I do.
Yeah, don't show that to anyone. I'm keeping that all to myself.
Okay.
All right, what are we going to make?
Actually, if anybody wanted to see
Lorraine!
what the alligator vinyl looked like, it would be more like this. If you could
That
see
is
that.
fabulous. Lorraine, what can we help you with? Can Felicia answer any questions about your device? What did you get? Did you get the Cricut Joy? Did you get the Explore Air? Did you get the Cricut Maker? Let us know if you want us to make something for you, and maybe I could torture Felicia and get her to make something
He's
for
really
you.
good at that.
I'm really good at that.
All right, so he kind of gave you a view of everything that we have out here, but what is missing is a laptop.
No laptop?
I'm not going to use a laptop
Where's the laptop?
today.
There's no laptop
There's
here?
no
Let's
laptop.
go. What? Is it up here?
And I don't have my iPad either.
What?
Nope.
What are you doing? Are you unprepared?
Or I've got my phone.
You can Cricut on your phone?
I
Wait,
can
don't show anybody your secret code in case they think
on my phone.
Too late.
So I have downloaded the Cricut Joy app right
a
there.
little closer.
Can you see it?
Can you see that? Yeah.
Oh, Lorraine, the Explore Air is wonderful. I love that machine too.
Very, very capable machine.
And we'll show another project on that machine as well. It's a couple simple things, kind of out of the box. So the Cricut Joy app, I'm just going to click on that, and this app is specific just to this machine. You can do cards. You can make
On
quick
your phone?
On your phone. You can make
Shut
quick
the front door.
Quick labels. You can do iron-on. You can also create stickers as well as paper crafts.
Felicia, if you're lying to me, I'm going to be very mad.
I am not lying to you.
Or you're going to have to prove it. Do you guys want to see her prove it?
So we're going to make a card.
Let's do it.
We are going to go to the Insert Cards section and click on Browse. And you can see here it has 1,107 images or projects cards here, right? There's also click to see free, and you can see all the ones that are free.
Oh, okay. So that's the other question about Design Space. There's a
Right.
free version.
Well,
And
it's not that the design space is free or not. It's whether the projects or images are.
I'm sorry, that's
Yes,
correct.
yes.
Right. Okay.
I don't
so
want to mislead anybody on
So
that
if you
one.
clicked on free and you're using the free, you just took this out of the box.
Yeah, I just took it out of the
logging
box.
into the Design Space app for the first time.
Right.
And these you can click on free, and this is what you can make right now without paying anything
Correct.
extra.
And I literally just downloaded this app for the first time yesterday.
Shut
so I'm
the
telling you,
front
this
door.
is super easy to use. I made
but
one
you're
project using the app so far.
Smart.
Well, not necessarily.
What about a person like me who has half a brain? Would I be able to do something like that?
You could do this. Do you want to do it?
No.
No?
I'm
Okay.
scared.
All right, so we're just going to take a simple card. We're going to do the balloons.
Okay.
All right. So I opened it
that's
up.
pretty.
Right. I opened it up, and it says start making. It tells you what supplies you need. You need the insert card. You need the mat. You need pens. It's interesting. I don't see where you would use a pen on here, but okay. The weeding tool.
Just for fun.
But okay.
Yeah, just have some pens handy.
So here, I
just in
picked a
case.
free design, and I've got the exact same colors because I wanted to keep it as clean as, or as pristine here as what they're providing us. Here's my insert,
Shiny.
and here's my card. Or 2 cards.
Oh, bonus.
Bonus. All right, so here's my card. All right, so we're going to say, I'm going to follow you. I want you to see on the app how easy this is. So start making. All right, you select the size card, and these are
Running over her feet here.
4 1/4 by 5 1/2.
I'm trying to get close so people can see this.
All right, and then can you see this?
Yeah, somewhat shiny. Okay, go.
Okay, and then click next.
That's it?
That's it. You can change the colors if you want of the card, and one can change it to black.
But that's not really
Click
changing
on
the
insert.
colors because you're
No.
using
It's just
a black
so you
card.
can see what it's going to look like
Oh,
before
I
you do
see.
it. So if
Okay.
you wanted to make it a light pink or a green,
So this is
and you
not
wanted
a
the
printer,
card,
it's a
no,
cutter.
Right,
A lot of people don't understand
Right.
the difference here.
Right.
But you can put pens and make it a printer.
Correct.
Oh my
Correct.
God.
Now, in this case, the card and the insert options, I can click on do something with, but this project doesn't have a pen, so I can't click on the pen option.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All right, then I'll just click on
Why
the
did
check.
it tell you you need a pen?
I don't know,
Just for fun?
just for fun.
Okay.
All right, so then I click the check mark to say, okay, I was happy with that. That's what my card should come out looking like. Click next.
Okay.
It's going to Bluetooth
No
to
way.
my Joy machine. I'll just tell it to go ahead and connect.
Could you imagine what a dentist would tell you if you had a Bluetooth? It wouldn't be great, would it? And then what are you doing? It's telling you what?
All right,
What do you
so
got
now
to do?
it's
What?
It's telling me to grab the card. Where did I put it? And the card mat. So we'll take the
card
cover
mat?
off the card
Did we
mat.
talk about that earlier? I
We
just
already
forgot.
did. You left the room for a minute. So we're going to take our card and we're going to lift up this plastic cover.
Magic.
Put the back of the card behind the plastic cover.
Oh, I see.
Push
So
it all the way to
cut
the
through.
top. Won't cut through. And press down my card.
Okay.
All right. And then we're going to open up our Joy.
I love that you do like demos on this channel. No one else does. Everybody just said, this is the Cricut Joy, and you can do this with it, but I'm not going to show you how. I love that you show people how to do this. You're just so patient.
We try.
Oh, what is that thing doing?
So
Your
it
app
told,
doing?
it told me to go ahead and load it. And let's see what happens here. It's now saying I can either unload it if I made a mistake, or I can click go. So
There
I'm
are
just
no
going to click
mistakes.
go,
Only creativity, Felicia.
and it should go off and start cutting.
Felicia, do I drive you crazy?
No, not at all.
She's so sweet, isn't she? Felicia's the sweetest human I've
So
ever met
on the
in my
app,
life.
it tells you,
What progress?
progress?
What?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we'll
I'm
put that
already
right
in
here.
cruise mode. Can you tell?
I can tell.
June 26th. Make
June
sure you follow
26th.
us. You can be eligible for our giveaways.
You know-
June 26th, the first Amazon live stream ever on a cruise ship.
We could take this with us. The only thing we couldn't do is iron on.
But
you
since
could-
we're in a suite, we could probably get somebody to
we
get
could
us an
probably
iron.
get somebody to help us out. But yeah, I could easily take this with us.
You can make
On a
cards.
cruise, yeah, on the cruise if I want to keep, entertain myself for some
You can
reason.
make banners on a cruise.
You could. You could take this with you. And lots of people like to decorate their doors.
Oh, with removable
You could
vinyl.
use removable vinyl
So you
and
could totally take
You
this on a
could
cruise.
totally take it on a cruise.
That is interesting.
Absolutely.
I love this.
All right, so this is almost...
Lorraine, thank you for that comment. That's very sweet. Yeah, we think the demos make it easier because people see these machines and they don't know what they can do. So I think it's so important for people to actually show that they use the products and show you how simple they are to use. And Felicia just makes everything look easy. Unbelievable. Look at you. Hey, avid reader, thank you so much for following. You are fabulous. Everybody else, make sure you're jumping on and following our stream. And that live cruise is going to be historic on the Celebrity Edge, the first cruise out of the continental United States since 2020. We will be on there reporting live on this channel. to let you know what's going on, what happened, and it's just weird. Avid reader just received the joy for my birthday. Happy birthday! Happy birthday
Congratulations.
to you. Thanks to my wonderful husband. It's great. I wish I had a wonderful husband. Look, you are awesome, Avid reader, and thank you. And I hope that you have so much joy using your joys, half the amount of joy that Felicia has using this thing.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and gently lift this up off of the backing of the mat.
No weeding?
No weeding. And
Shut
pull it
the
out.
front door.
And I can see a couple of pieces are still sitting there, so I'm just going to actually grab...
Where's your weeding tool?
I'm going to grab my weeding tool. Since Tim didn't let me get a manicure today. He's made me work all day.
Oh my God, I haven't had a pedicure in
There's a couple of spots. I'm just going to pop those out. A week. All right, and then with those popped out, I'm going to grab my insert. Can you see us okay?
I see.
And it's got, when it cut with these 4 slits. It did that for me. I didn't have to do anything. So I'm just going to insert the insert card into the back.
Oh, shiny.
Just like that. And
so simple.
And boom.
Look at that. That
now
is
we have
gorgeous.
a birthday card or whatever. Maybe it's a celebration of some kind.
that.
You could send this to somebody. Take a piece of white cardstock, or if you wanted to, you could take a silver or gold metallic pen and write a nice message in there. That would be lovely.
Now, you can't buy a card like that. I know I can go to the big card store locally and spend $8 and not get as much love in a card as you've just made right here. Lorraine says, that's so cute. Avid Reader has a question. She says, what's the best way to buy the removable vinyl? That's a great question. There are many places you can get. I'll tell you what. You want to answer this?
No, go ahead.
You can buy it on Amazon.com. If you're a Prime member, probably have it shipped and delivered the next day.
Yeah.
Not even the next business day, but the next day.
Correct.
Amazon always has this stuff in stock. They've got a ton of it there. But if you get stuck in a pinch, you need it in an hour, you can run to your favorite craft store.
Yep.
I can't tell you the names of these stores. And also the big store that has Mart at the end of it also sells a lot of Cricut vinyl and other vinyl too. And a lot of people ask us, do you have to use Cricut vinyl?
You do not.
You absolutely do not. You can use
But to that point, that's a really good comment, by the way. That to that point, nobody else sells the smart vinyl.
Smart vinyl, right?
But you don't have to use smart vinyl. You can buy the regular vinyl, cut it down to size, put it on your mat, run it through, and off you go. So you do not have to buy the smart vinyl.
Avid Reader says, the wide or the size for the Joy?
The size for the Joy is the smart vinyl, like we showed right here, right?
That's the smart vinyl,
this fits right into the machine,
but,
just like that. But you can use the regular 12-inch wide material.
And what do you have to do to it?
And cut it down to size using your handy-dandy Cricut paper trimmer.
Or scissors.
Or scissors or whatever.
Scissors,
the vinyl trimmer here. And cut this down. You cut it down to the size. Maybe it's, I don't know, 3 by 3. You take your mat, you stick it on there, you run it through the machine just like...
Avid Reader, Felicia does this all the time. She uses the regular non-Cricut vinyl. We can say that.
Right, absolutely. Now the other thing about this is that, you know, this is nice 12-inch wide material, which is great for your bigger projects, but you're going to have projects that you use the wider ones for, which goes with the larger machines.
Right.
But you're going to have scraps.
Right.
I have a tub full of scraps.
You save the scraps,
I save the scraps, and they work great on the Joy.
Because you never know how big your project is. You might want something on the back of a cell phone case or something that's this tiny, which is like 1 inch or 2 wide.
Yep.
So save those scraps. You never know what they're going to do. Felicia has
get rid of your scraps.
Tubs of them here.
Can
I show?
They're not here.
They're not here.
No, they're in the other room.
They're in Narnia?
They're in Narnia.
Okay, good.
All right. So
that's a great question, though. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thelma is the Avid Reader. Thelma, you're awesome. How's Louise? Oh, wait. Something bad happened at the end of your movie. I'm glad you're still here, Thelma. I was worried about you.
All right. So we have this handy-dandy hydrocell stainless steel.
That is a nice
water bottle. It comes with a cap for the straw, or it comes with
Tell me why you purchased this particular bottle,
I bought this for the cruise, actually. And so we can, in the morning, we can use this lid, and we can fill it up with coffee or whatever the case would be. It'll keep it nice and hot. And then we can also switch out and do the straw lid and have water, ice water all day long on the cruise. So I think it's super handy, and you kind of want to make sure you have, if you're going on a cruise and you're taking something like this, we wanted to make sure we had a screw-on type of lid, because the ones that just snap in, if you drop it by accident, heaven forbid you do, it's just going to make a huge mess. So this is why we got this one. But in this case, it doesn't really have anything on it to mark whose is whose. So if I had gotten 2 of these and they were identical, I would want to label that this one was Tim's versus mine. Okay, so in that case, I would use my permanent vinyl, whatever color I wanted to, and cut it out on the Joy, stick it on here, that easy.
That's it right there.
That's
easy,
it.
right?
Easy, right?
Cheryl says I love the color on that too. That is a gorgeous.
Isn't it pretty?
It's like sunrise
I love
or
this
sunset.
color.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
That's a great idea because if you get the regular cups on a cruise, they're going to sweat.
They're going to sweat, and they're not very big.
Ice is going to melt.
Exactly.
These are insulated like those typical big name cups.
Exactly.
You can buy. So your cold stuff's going to stay cold, and your hot stuff, you can put coffee in it too.
Right.
It's going to stay hot.
Yep.
All right, so what are you going to do to this cup?
Okay. You want me to do it?
I
Do
don't
you want me to
know.
do one?
Do we want her to do it, ladies and gentlemen?
I will, if you want me to.
Thelma, should she do this? Should she put something on here? Should she actually create something on her phone? And I'm going to leave it up to you, Thelma. Thelma, you're driving this thing. You are the producer, executive producer, Thelma. I'll give you a second. I know there's a little bit of a delay here, a little bit of a lag. She says yes. Lorraine says yes. All right, you got to do it. That's it.
All right, we'll do it.
She can do that.
I
think she's going to do it. That's right. All right.
All right, so we are going to...
Thank you guys for participating. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely. So I'm going to use, I think white would stand out here most. I don't have the permanent vinyl and white out here with me right now, but I do have the smart vinyl in removable, and I'm going to use that.
Sure.
Okay? Because maybe after the cruise, Tim wants to give this cup to one of the kids, and we can easily peel it off and give it to one of the kids and do another.
I understand what you're saying. It's very
All
sweet, but no. Okay. I would add my name and a design.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So how are we going to do this in design space? Let's get that close. So Thelma and Louise, Lorraine, Thelma and Lorraine. Wait a minute.
All right.
Like we have a new movie here.
So I'm going to go back, starting over in case somebody is new who wasn't here when we started this.
Okay.
Starting over on my phone. I'm not going to use a laptop. I'm going to use the Cricut Joy app to actually do this project.
Don't move.
So I'll click Cricut Joy.
I think everyone
and
can
we
see
did
that.
the insert cards a minute ago, which was, again, this one right there. All right, and then next down the list, there's other options here, but the next on the list is to do a quick label. So I'm going to go ahead and click Start.
Thank you, Jay, for the follow. You're fabulous.
And I'm going to say Start Making. And then it gives me all these templates. I mean, how cool is that?
That is amazing.
So you could go through here.
It's
It's all here and simple. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to randomly choose, let's do this one. All right, and then it takes me to the next page and I can cut or type in the name I want. We'll say Tim Cruz, because we want everybody to know who he is.
Oh, goodness.
Click the Add button.
How many fonts are available in the mobile version? Do you know? Have you had
I
a chance
do not
to play
know
with
the
it?
answer to that.
Okay. I know on your computer you can use just about whatever you want, right?
Correct. Up at the top here, I just simply tapped in this box and I changed the 0.75 to 1 inch height.
All right.
Click Done, and then Next, and there is my name.
No way.
Yep. Click Next. Select the material. These are all the materials that the Cricut Joy will cut.
Wow. So 50 materials.
There are
I think,
50
right?
materials, and we're going to just click on Smart Vinyl Removable. We're not going to cut it with a mat. We're going to use the Smart Vinyl because we have that handy here. And it tells us that, what does it tell? No, we're going to make it.
Can
We're going to connect to the Joy.
It's kind of hard to see here.
Is
Look,
it?
I can see it on the screen here.
Okay.
All right, so it's Bluetoothing, no cables.
Right, so now it's telling me on the screen, it's prompting me and walking me through the whole thing. It says to go ahead and insert your Smart Vinyl. So we'll go ahead and take our Smart Vinyl out of the box. I do keep them in the box for organization purposes.
That's a great
Here's my
idea,
Smart
yeah.
Vinyl. It's white. It's got, the vinyl only goes out so far on each side. And I'm going to stick it in the machine.
Oh, it's already waiting for it. It's like,
It's
all right,
waiting.
give me
Yep,
the
it's
vinyl. I
waiting for
want
it.
it. Eat. Yum, yum, yum.
And it's going through. It's doing the measurements.
That's incredible. You can do that from your phone.
Click Go.
The people at Cricut are geniuses. They somehow just figured out how to do all that stuff. It's so great.
So while that's cutting, I can see here that it is about 5 inches long. Okay, so I'm going to take my transfer tape. If I can open the box.
What does transfer tape do? It transfers?
It does transfer. It's going to transfer.
Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up, Felicia.
It's going to transfer
brilliant.
the image or the words that we printed here from the backing of this vinyl so that I can apply it to
So you
here.
don't have to peel it off with your
Correct.
fingers and put it on letter by letter. It's going to keep it
Correct.
straight. Okay, that's what I
Right.
seem to be a little confused.
All
but
right, so
if
I'm
you
going to go
want
ahead
that's
and
normal.
cut. Well, let's see. We'll go ahead and unload this first. One thing at a time, I suppose. All right, so it says it's complete. Just click the unload button at the bottom. Oops. Don't let it fall to the floor.
It's okay. It's not
That's okay. All right, so now I have my words. It's probably very hard
Yeah, it's
to
kind of hard to see here, but
on the screen. So
we
I'm going to
believe
go
you.
ahead and cut that part off using my trimmer.
do you have enough room here?
I do not, but that's okay. We'll make it work.
We need a bigger she shed.
We need a bigger she shed. So
Working
I'm going
on
to
it.
cut my vinyl down to size to where my image is. Now I could keep it on here if I wanted to, but I'm just going to go ahead and cut it down because I have other projects to do with scraps. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this down.
Save your scraps.
Save your scraps. Never throw scraps away. All right, so I cut it down to size, and I'll cut this part off because we were going to save that piece for another project. All right, so here's our scrap. Save it. We've got our image, and we're simply going to peel up the backing,
That looks so
and
easy. Look
it
at
should leave our white letters
No way.
on there intact. With any luck.
Who is Tim Cruise?
Who is Tim Cruise?
Oh, hi. That's me, Tim Cruise. Do you know why they call me Tim Cruise?
Why is that?
Because they used my real name and I'd end up in a brig. God, somewhere in the middle of the ocean. It's
So
terrible.
here it is, and the only letter that has a piece in it that I do want to remove is the E. So I'm going to use my weeding tool, and I'm going to pop out that E, that little centerpiece.
That's easy.
Put that aside, and here it is. This is my image.
Oh.
So I'm going to close that up, and I'm going to grab my transfer tape, and I'm going to cut it to the size of that image, which is roughly about the width of the paper. And I'll trim this down, set this aside, and now I have my transfer tape ready to go. So I have my image, or my words in this case, and my transfer tape. So I think the hardest part is for me is sometimes getting this transfer tape up to lift.
Oh, the trend's pretty sticky, huh?
It is very sticky, and I tend to have a hard time for some reason.
Now, people have asked this before. Can you reuse transfer tape?
Absolutely. I use mine over and over until I can't do it anymore.
I had a hard time removing the back from the transfer paper. Thelma said that
Yeah,
too. Yeah, that's a common
it's very
issue.
sticky. So then
There
I'm
should
going
be
to,
little curl-up ends or something. But
right? So I'm just going to place this over my image, press this down really good, grab my scraper.
Scraper?
I'm not working at a desk, so I don't have my mat and stuff here, but
I
that's
know.
okay. So I'm going to use my
It's
scraper.
on the kitchen counter.
All right, so then I'm going to flip this over, and with any luck, our letters are going to stick. If they didn't,
Here it comes.
just slowly peel
The
it
big
back.
reveal, ladies and gentlemen. Here it comes. Dun, 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 dun.
He's getting all
I
excited.
wish we had music here. Dun, 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 dun.
All right, so got to keep going here.
She can do
It's
it.
not sticky. It's not wanting to stick.
All right, that's actually a really good lesson. So if it doesn't come up the first time, just keep rubbing
Just
it
keep
down
rubbing,
until
yeah.
it
So-
attaches itself to the transfer
Correct.
tape.
And
Okay.
it does take a little extra pressure. It tends to work better on a good mat, but
I know.
that's okay. That's all good. It's all good.
We're working on the she shed. I think our new house is slated to be done 6 to 7 months, they told us, and she's going to have a huge craft room in
We
that
can
place.
only hope.
We're working through it the best we can. It hasn't been awful here. We're in an apartment now. We went from
No,
a
it hasn't been
5-bedroom
awful.
house with a small she shed to a 2-bedroom apartment while we're waiting for our house. So all the builders are very slow right now because there's such a rush. Anybody else moving and buying a new house out there? It's crazy how slow
Here we
things are
go.
moving.
Tim Cruise.
Fabulous!
there.
Now that's on the
Can
transfer
you
tape.
see it? Yep, it's on the transfer tape. So we're going to find the spot we want this on our bottle, and we're going to line it up.
Does that look good,
Try
ladies
to
and
make it
gentlemen?
center as best you can.
Thelma?
I'm standing a little to the
good?
side, so it's a little difficult for me, but that's okay. I'm going to push
Lorraine,
this down.
we're okay?
real
Jay?
good. Push this down real
Cheryl?
good.
Thank you, Thelma. Thelma said it looks good.
Thanks, Thelma.
Here it comes. Dun, 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 dun. Lorraine says yes. Thank you, Lorraine.
I'm peeling the transfer tape back a little slow. I want to make sure that everything's going to stick as I go.
Look at that.
My transfer tape, he mentioned, do I throw this away? I do not. I simply put it back on the backing and save this for later. But there you go. Now Tim has his own cup. He won't mistake it. Somebody won't pick it up by mistake.
Thank you.
And all it's gone.
Great. This is removable?
That's removable.
So if I wanted to peel this up, which I'm not going to because it's fabulous, I could just peel this off right now?
Yeah, you could.
I know. This won't go through the dishwasher.
No, don't put that through the dishwasher.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay, Thelma says, how do you get the letters to stack up vertical rather than like you did? Can you do that in Design Space?
This way?
Lorraine says, looks great.
Yeah,
Loves the color. Can you do that? Can you?
You would.
That's a great question.
You would design it that way, probably not through the app. I don't think I saw anything in the app that would allow you to change that. But in Design Space, you would put your T, then your I, and then your M.
Oh,
space,
and just stack them.
Stack them, right.
You don't think you can do that in the app?
I don't think I can do that now. I did not see that in the app.
That's more of a desktop application. You think
Yeah.
the desktop app has a lot more flexibility?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. That looks great. I love that cup. My God, that hydro cell is fabulous.
Wait till you see the other one we ordered.
Oh,
Woo,
boy.
I'm excited for that.
Thank you. If anybody has any questions, Lorraine, Thelma, Jay, Cheryl, I think there is a Charles out here. Anybody has any questions, throw it in the comments below. Happy to answer. Felicia is like a specialist in Cricut. You really should be employed by, I don't know why you work for the company you work for. You really should work for Cricut.
Right?
I think they're hiring.
Ooh, bonus.
Look into that. I'll get you over there. You'd be fabulous over there.
All right, so let's move on to the Cricut Explore Air. You might want to go around that way, but let's talk about a couple of the accessories real quick.
Okay.
This is the Cricut paper trimmer, right? It is a paper trimmer. It's got the little sharp blade, and it's got this pop-out ruler.
Oh, I didn't know that was
Use
there.
that out, so you can cut however you need to. It goes out 15 inches.
That's
The Cricut accessory package, and it comes with this handy dandy scraper that you saw me use a minute ago.
cool.
Okay, and it comes with a stylus that
What do
you
you
can
use that
use
for?
that creates the crease in the cards.
Oh,
If you
that's
want to-
interesting.
It's a scoring line.
Oh, okay.
Right? So it comes with that.
So if you made cards with just cardstock that weren't scored, like the kits that are
Correct.
sold for the Cricut Joy.
Correct.
Okay, I'm getting it now.
Correct.
A little slow.
So that's the scoring tool. This is the weeding tool that is wicked sharp.
This is my favorite tool.
Okay.
I love to weed.
All right. And it comes with these scissors with a cover. The reason it comes with a cover is because those are really sharp. And
Believe
ask me,
me.
I've cut myself more than once.
Whoops.
All right, so that's the scissors that come in the accessory kit. It also comes with this spatula.
You can use that for tiny eggs.
To show you how that would work. On my card, I left all the stuff on the mat. I would use this
Oh,
to just,
look at that.
It's just gently scraping it up.
That's pretty
Right,
cool.
so that's what the
funny.
spatula would be
That
used
must
for.
be pretty sharp to do that, huh?
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
And it also comes with reversible tweezers.
Oh, God.
I'm still trying to learn how to use these. It's like
Same.
backwards. It's backwards in my mind for
I
some
can't
reason.
do it. I tried.
But I will tell you, I do have a pair of regular tweezers that I use when I need to.
Tweezer man. Love those.
But the reversible, I have found that this nice tip is great for making paper flowers. Put the end in there and just start rolling, and it just makes the perfect flower.
As opposed to regular, because these are much
As
thinner.
opposed to just sitting here rolling it.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
much
you couldn't
more,
do that with regular tweezers.
much more narrow
Right.
tip than regular tweezers. Okay, good. That's good to know.
All right, so
Lorraine, you're right. They should hire Felicia as a Cricut ambassador. I completely agree with you.
So all these tools could be just sitting around on my desk in a drawer or whatever the case may be, but I got this handy dandy, this is actually a makeup brush holder. It's a silicone top makeup brush holder, and that's what I'm using to store all of my Cricut accessories.
Shut the front door,
I've got some
Felicia.
Joy pens down here. I've got a regular pen in case I want to write something. But yeah, this has been super handy. Keeps everything nice and organized.
That is a great idea. It's actually color-coded, almost matches the Joy perfectly.
does,
That's
right?
really funny. Did you get another one for your makeup brushes?
I did not. They're just thrown in the drawer.
Oh, right?
So this is a brayer. Now you would use this if you wanted to make sure that your vinyl is nice and smooth and stuck down well on your mat.
I
So that's
see.
what this is for.
A brayer.
A brayer.
That's not part of the kit.
That is
right?
not part of the
Okay,
kit.
I see.
No, the accessory
Well,
package.
can't ask for everything, huh?
You cannot. But like I showed you the pens for the Joy, these are a set of pens that are for the
Wait.
the maker.
Wait. Different pens for the maker.
Different pens. So I'm going to take one of the maker pens out, or one of the. It's for the Air or the Maker.
Okay. Okay, so that's
and
good.
the Joy. The reason the Joys are fatter, you can tell the difference there.
Thank you, Lorraine. Lorraine said she got the holder from our first Cricut stream. Okay, so
Oh,
we've
awesome.
done this show a couple of times. But now it's called what? Felicia She Shed.
Felicia She Shed.
So we'll just keep doing, for the people who are joining us for the first time, we're going to show them. But it's good to get a refresher course, right?
Right.
No one knows everything.
So that is the pens that you can get. And what am I missing? The mats.
Thank you, Lorraine, for clicking through and buying that. You're awesome. Fabulous. You are fabulous, Lorraine.
So with the Air and with the Maker, you're going to need mats today. Today you're going to need them.
Oh, Thelma just got the makeup holder.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Thelma. So these are the mats, and there's actually 4 mats. This is the standard grip mat. The blue one is the light grip mat. The purple is strong grip, and then there's also a pink for fabric. All right.
Pink for fabulous?
Right. Now I'll tell you another trick, guys.
Wait.
What?
You talked about fabric.
Yes.
So you can cut fabric.
You can cut fabric.
For those of us joining in, we talk about this all the time. We still have not done this yet,
We
but
have
we're
not
going
yet.
to
We
make.
We absolutely should do something with that.
You can
Absolutely.
cut fabric. I think you can cut it on the Explore Air
Yes,
or
you
the
can.
Maker.
You can, absolutely.
But probably not the Joy.
Yep.
Okay.
So these mats, so it's hard to sometimes remember which mat cuts what. So I've seen people take the plastic, right? And on one side of the plastic, it sticks to the mat to protect it. The other side, they take a Sharpie, and they write on here the different materials that you would use for this mat.
A Sharpie.
Right?
as we
So
say in
that's like
France.
a nice little cheat.
That's a good idea.
Right? You can see my mat is very worn. I use these all the time continuously.
But you can clean them.
You can
You don't have
clean
to
them.
throw it away.
You do not have to throw your mats away. That goes for
Bye, Thelma. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, Thelma. Thank you.
Come back again. We love you.
So just like the Joy and the mats for the larger machines, you can clean these. Simply take a drop or 2 of Dawn dish soap, rub that in with some warm water, use your scraper to scrape off the lint and whatever else is on there, run warm water back over it, take it to the shower or wherever is convenient for you. I use hangers. I hang it up.
Okay.
I hang these up in the shower. I let them dry for a bit. When they're dry, I put the plastic cover back on, and they are nice and sticky again.
Fabulous, Ida. That's a great tip. So
Yep.
on this show, you're going to get a lot of great
Yep.
Cricut tips from a veteran user, somebody who's been in this field and doing this thing for several years.
I have been. All right, so I'm going to just kind of move things around.
Oh yeah,
just a
yeah,
little
Lorraine. You
bit.
can totally cut fabric
Oh,
on
you
the
can,
Explore Air.
absolutely.
People have
Absolutely.
made what, dresses, pants?
Yes. If you look in Cricut Design Space under projects, you'll see there are fabric projects in there. I think the other day I saw somebody had a skirt project in there.
I'm going to make a dress for
Oh,
myself.
I'm sure you are.
And I'm going to wear it right here on this show.
I want you to wear it on the cruise.
I'm going to wear it on a cruise. I don't care. I'll wear anything.
I know you will. He will, guys. Trust me. He
So
will.
this is a legit kitchen.
This
She
is
has
a legit
turned the
kitchen.
kitchen into her she shed.
So I'm just moving things out of the way just a little bit so that I can use the back of the
Look
the
at this
air.
pan. It's like you're watching a TV show. Look how smooth it is. Wow. Look at that. Watch.
All right.
Wow. Look what I just did there.
All right. So this
Dog cam. No, she's all tuckered out.
Hey,
Okay, let's go.
sweet girl.
I would
All right.
like to see Tim in it. I know. I'm going to do it. I promised I'd do it. I will do it. I keep my promises.
All right. So
You should see me in a wig.
here's the Cricut Explore Air. This one will cut, I believe it's 100 different types of materials.
Correct. 100.
100. So we're just going to pop this open with the open button on the top.
Like a
it's like
Lamborghini.
magic. I love that. That's
Am I
my
in your
favorite
way
part.
here?
You know, you're absolutely
Yeah,
fine.
let me get real close so
All right.
everybody at
So,
home
yeah,
can see.
absolutely. You can get as close as you need to. So again, this will cut 100 different materials, and this one actually has 2 housings here. One that will hold blades, right, and one that will hold your pens. Pop it right in there, just like we did on the Joy.
Look at that.
Easy peasy. So
No,
with
Lorraine, I didn't get my new captain hat, and I'm mad.
Tuesday.
I
it's
know.
coming.
It's coming from a third-party seller on Amazon, so it's not a Prime thing, unfortunately. It's a custom hat.
Right.
Like the ones of real captains. I really wanted to upgrade. I have this cheesy one here. It's not bad, but it has foam on the inside, but the other one has like real materials in here. It's a little bit better than this
you
one.
need to show your outfit, your jacket.
Oh, should
yeah,
I?
you have
Okay,
to
I'm going to
be-
put that on while you're doing
I'll
this.
do this. Okay.
I'm going to go for a wardrobe change.
So
Wardrobe, makeup!
in the Cricut Air, again, you have your blade that pops out. You can also use the pens. You can use a scoring stylus, and you can do the foiling on this machine.
Wow.
All right. And we'll talk about the blades that only work with the maker in just a minute. All right. So in this, what I'm going to show you real quick is I'm going to take the backing off of my mat. It's nice and sticky. And I've got a piece of vinyl already cut. And if I'm not, this is a nice patterned piece of vinyl. And Tim is not keeping up here with me, but that's okay. And I'm going to use this and I'm going to create a design that we're going to iron on to a t-shirt. All right. So while we cut this, I'm going to go over here real quick and I'm going to go ahead and turn on the Cricut Easy Press.
I'm back.
I'm going to get that going. All right, while that's heating up, we'll go over here, back over here.
Am I in your way?
No, you're fine.
I'm going to go back to the Explore Air.
Yeah, come back over to the Explore Air.
Love that color, Felicia.
Oh, thank you. Lorraine. Thank you. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut out, I've already got the size down, we're going to make a turtle. Okay?
Love turtles.
And we're going to put it on our mat, but if you notice what I'm doing here, I'm putting it backwards. The pattern is going down. The backing goes up.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we're going to mirror the image so that it comes out right. Now, I'm doing a turtle, right? Okay, I don't really have to mirror a turtle, but I want to just show you that if you're doing words, you need to turn it over and you need to mirror it.
Probably a good idea to get into that
just
practice.
Get into the I just get into the practice of it.
Because the turtle doesn't care if it's backwards, but the letters will.
The letters will, right. So I'm just going to press that down. And you will kick yourself
like we did if you don't mirror this thing.
How many times do we do that?
It looks good in the mirror.
All right. So we've got that done. Let me grab my phone because we're going to try to do this from the phone again.
You're going to do it from, you're so risky.
But this time we're not going to use the Cricut Joy app. We're going to actually go into the Design Space app. All right. Hang on one second. It says no internet connection. This happened to me earlier. I'm just going to close all my apps. Go back in. Find Cricut Design Space. And there we go. So these are all the projects that come straight out of the box that you could use to do something with. But under all categories, I should find my projects. I can scroll through and see I've got tons of different projects going on here. And I'm going to just grab that turtle. I don't want to customize it because I just want to make sure that my size is good. So if I look at the size of this in the app, can you see that?
You got a really sweet comment. Said, you are pretty amazing, Felicia. Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you.
So sweet.
All right, so I clicked on the edit button here at the bottom because I just wanted to make sure that my image was the right size because I did this earlier and I have been messing around with this app a little bit. But I can zoom in here and see that the size is correct for what I want to do, and I'm just going to click the Make It button. All right.
Like it.
All right, and it says mirror is off, so I'm going to go ahead and turn mirror on. It's a me thing. It's totally a me thing.
It's probably a good practice to get into.
Anytime I do iron on, I mirror everything, whether it needs to be or not.
Can you set it to default mirror?
You cannot. So I'm going to go ahead and say continue. Oh, it's going to try to connect to the maker. Hang on one second, because that's what I was doing earlier.
Oh, to the maker or the air?
I was doing the last one I did was the maker, and that's what it's recognizing. So give me 1 second, guys.
Okay, no problem.
Lorraine
said totally agrees, Cheryl. She is so good. Look at her. This is the first time we've ever put her on camera. I'm so proud of her. She's like, I don't know, you're so weird.
I know. All right, so I'm just going to connect.
I just doing this live, haven't bought the Joy or any Cricut. When I make the vinyl letters and I'm ready to transfer the letters, does the clear transfer paper come with the vinyl or Joy?
No, it does not. That's a great question.
Thank you, Olivia. That's a great
Very
question.
good question.
So you have to buy the transfer tape separate.
You have to buy the transfer tape separate, and you can get it.
Oh, she asked if it comes with the set, with the kit.
It might with some of them, but I'm not 100% sure.
Read through the description on the kit carefully.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it should because you're kind of dead in the water without it, right?
And they sell it for the Joy, and they also sell it in the 12-inch wide for the other machines.
Awesome. Thank you for that. That's a great question, Olivia. Thank you for watching today. Make sure you follow us. Hover up here if you're not already. Is it up this way? I think it's there. I can't see it. So you're connecting. Now, she's doing this today without a computer, ladies and gentlemen. She's using her phone, the Cricut app, which is called Design Space, on her phone, and her phone is connecting wirelessly via Bluetooth to these Cricut machines. She did a project earlier before you guys got here with the Cricut Maker, so now she needs to drop the Bluetooth. Can you want to unplug the Maker? Would that help? Because it seems to be locked into the Maker.
It is locked into the Maker. See, it's kind of stuck here, so I'm just trying to figure it out real quick.
I'm going to unplug the Maker.
Okay.
Let's do
unplug
that.
the maker.
Unplug the maker so that it will stop the Bluetooth connection.
Yep.
Just remember this is unplugged.
I have never done this before.
That's great. We're learning together.
Absolutely.
Because when people get these at home, they've never done it before either. So
Right.
this is great. This is an excellent experience.
All right, so now let's see.
Transfer tape, transfer tape. We need transfer tape to transfer.
All right, so hang on one second. It's not wanting to cooperate.
I do sing sometimes. I apologize.
He sings a lot, guys. I'm sorry.
You turn your Bluetooth off, back on again. You know what?
I
It might
did.
still be connected to the Joy. You want to unplug the Joy?
You can unplug the Joy.
I'm just unplugging everything.
Just
I
unplug
just don't
everything.
care. I unplug everything. Uh-oh, I just unplugged the internet. Oops. Kidding. We're still
He
here.
has done that to me before.
I have
I'm not
that.
going to lie.
I have issues.
He has lots of issues.
In the meantime, I want to show you something.
Oh, yes, please do. Please do.
A captain on a cruise ship
Come
has
stand over
how
here.
many stripes?
Come stand over here. You need to see this, guys.
How many stripes does a captain have on a cruise ship? A captain has 4 bars. 1 big one, 3 small ones. It stops here, and 1 star, these things are called. How many do I have? 7. So when I took a picture with the captain, he looked at me like I had 7 heads. It's a true story. I still have it. I want to show it here, but I don't know how to show it on this stream doing it from the phone. But it's fabulous. He looked at me like, what's the matter with you? And I thought he was going to lock me up. Now, had I done something exactly with 4 and said I was a captain, I could actually get in trouble for impersonating a captain. But he knew I was just being a good sport and having a little bit of fun. But Felicia made this with the... which machine did you use for this?
The maker.
This is probably the maker.
Yeah,
and
the
this
first
is
machine I got was the maker.
permanent, iron-on,
yes.
sparkly. Didn't you see this? Look how sparkly it is. Now, we couldn't go all the way around. I don't know why we didn't go all the way around. We stopped. I said, just stop here because I think she was in a hurry. We did this last minute. But yeah, you can make all kinds of crazy things with any of these machines, really. It's with something as small as the Joy, if you're just getting started. But if you're going to grow with these machines, as many people do, you start out with the Joy. I'm making some cards. I'm making some T-shirts. I'm going to do some labels. And then you're limited by those 50 materials. You want to bump up to the Explore Air, which does 100 different materials, and I think there will be 13 different tools soon. And then you go to the big mama, the Cricut Maker, which handles 300 different materials, things as thick as like chipboard. She's actually done some stuff with chipboard on the Cricut Maker, which is amazing. And this has 13 tools too. There's a lot of similarities between the Explore Air too, and also the Cricut Maker. And let's talk about those for a second, because you can do a lot of the same things on these 2 machines. She has them both, and she has duplicated a lot of... will I be wearing this on my cruise? Yes, I will be wearing this on my cruise. And we have an interview with the captain. I'm part of a certain news organization I can't tell you about, using my real name, which I can't tell you either. But we will be on that cruise, and we will unveil some stuff, and it will be really interesting. And yes, I will be wearing this jacket when I cruise. So really similarities. You can do vinyl. You can do cardstock. You can do cards.
Right.
You can do almost everything you can do with either of these machines, with the Cricut Explore Air 2 or the Maker. What you can't do are some of the thicker things.
Right.
And also the Maker is built to last. It has a lot more pressure, and it has a different cutting mechanism.
Yeah.
It has some kind of advanced cutting mechanism where you can cut really thin things like tissue paper on the Maker, where the Cricut Joy and the Cricut Explore Air kind of drag the blade across it.
Right.
That's the way we understand it. But very, very similar, very, very capable machines. And it's definitely a step up. You can go a little bit wider on this guy. So what are we doing? Did you get it all hooked up?
Could not get the phone to disconnect from the Maker, so I just
happens.
went to the laptop,
Okay,
opened the same
and that
project
happens.
up, easy
Good.
peasy, and now it's ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and load my material into the machine because it's flashing light. It means it's ready.
Lorraine says, can the Air do felt?
Good question. Let me check while this is cutting.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that. We'll look
Go
that
ahead
up for
and
you.
cut this.
Felt. That's interesting, because you do use felt for a lot of things. Actually, the captain's hat is lined with felt on the visor. We were thinking about upgrading. So that's a great question. I would think the Air can do felt. The Maker's going to do the heavy-duty stuff where you need really, really fine, like really, really just exact cuts. But for letters and most designs, I think the Explore Air is going to do basically everything you want. This is used the Cut Smart technology. Felicia's looking that up right now to see if it will do
they
film.
can.
It does. She said yes.
Yeah, it's on the Cricut website.
Okay.
If you just go to Google or Chrome or whatever the case may be, and type in Cricut materials for the Explore Air 2, it'll give you a whole list of all the different materials you can use.
Awesome. Where's our cheat sheet?
Oh, here.
You stole my cheat sheet. Okay, let me
All right,
see
so I'm just going to unload that, and I'm going to grab my weeding tool out of my makeup case stand, and I'm
such a
just
great
going
idea.
to peel up the backing.
That tool set is still on sale, almost half off. That's
It really
amazing.
is awesome. So
Olivia, thank you so much for following. We appreciate that.
Thank
That helps
you.
us so much when people follow us. So thank you. You are fabulous.
So I'm peeling up the material, but leaving the backing. See, the plastic is there
I
still.
see.
And it's only going to peel up the material that I don't want for my turtle. And you can see I have a couple of extra pieces that I need to peel out for his shell. So I'm just going to easily, this is just super easy to peel it.
Trying to move here so people can
you
see
see it?
this. Yeah, I think we can see that now.
You see it okay?
I'm trying to monitor this on the big screen TV at the same time to see what you're seeing at home. The screen on the phone is so small. Yeah, we can see that. That looks good.
Okay. All right, so I'm just peeling up these pieces real quick. And the Easy Press 2 is already heated up to the temperature that we need it to be. And we're going to take our image off of our mat. Maybe, maybe not.
Do you need transfer tape for this?
Right, you should not. Actually, okay, another lesson learned. I did not change the setting to the proper setting for my turtle. So my turtle is stuck on there without being able to peel him all off in one bunch. But what?
Can you use transfer tape to take them off?
No.
No?
No.
The turtle's dead in the water?
Well, let's not make him dead in the water. I mean, things happen,
Let's
right?
do this.
Things happen.
Like if you make a mistake at home, let's see what we can do here.
Right, so let's just take our...
Let's solve this problem together.
Let's take our shirt. Here we go is our shirt. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And where did my cheat? I have, I don't know if anybody else has used these, but I have a t-shirt measure.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, from the collar, it comes down to about the spot where I need.
That's 30% off too.
Is
Look
it?
at that. Yeah. Big
if I
sale
get it
on
right,
that. Grab that, add that to your cart.
So here's my turtle. So I'm going to fake it till you make it, guys.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to peel up, if you can see this, I'm peeling up the turtle in pieces.
You could do this with transfer tape. Well,
No,
you
'cause I
can't,
gotta go
it's
this
gonna
way.
Go backwards.
Right. So
Well, this is. I don't think this has ever been done on live TV before. This is
So-
exciting. So you're going to reconstruct that turtle.
I'm going to reconstruct my turtle.
Oh my God!
Why
You are
not?
so daring and
Why not?
dangerous and fabulous. Just do it, Felicia.
Just do it.
Why aren't you using your scraper tool, your spatula?
I guess I could, right?
Listen to me, acting like I know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
what are you talking about?
I have no idea. She is a pro, Lorraine. Thank you. She is good.
All right, so take
But
that.
she, somehow she has the uncanny ability to just make this look good. Now tell us why this happened again.
Because
we can all learn?
I forgot to change the setting appropriately on the air.
Oh, I see. So you have that little dial on the air. So,
Right.
okay. So
Right.
those of you who have the Explore Air, remember that dial is there and you have to change it. What should it have been set to?
Iron on.
Ah, I see. What was it set to?
Between-
Cardstock?
Yeah, like cardstock.
So it cut too deep.
Cut too deep.
All right,
No big
good.
deal.
That's good. That's a great tip. That is a
Okay.
great tip.
So here we are with our turtle
Oh, God.
assembled. Hang on one second before I finish assembling it. I'm going to grab a piece of parchment paper.
Parchment paper?
Yeah.
Like baking parchment paper?
Yeah.
I apologize. I've said that same thing 18 times now, but for those of you who've never watched before, you use parchment paper to, say, to protect the vinyl from burning, or?
Yeah.
I'm not sure
All
why
right,
we do. We
so-
just do this.
I'm going to just kind of position him as best I can. This is for us anyway, one of the kids.
Is this
wanted-
something you could, excuse me if I don't know what I'm talking about, but what about the heat resistant tape? Would this be something you'd use that for?
Oh my gosh, that is a brilliant idea.
I said something right?
Oh my gosh, that's
I was
brilliant.
just pulling it out of the air. Sometimes
not?
I get lucky.
Why couldn't we try that?
Why not?
I mean,
Will the
that's
tape come off?
yeah.
And the turtle won't.
Yeah, we'll just put it on for a second to get the turtle to
Try a piece
start.
of it.
We'll
Let's
peel
try
up.
it.
All right, so let's grab our scissors.
See, I've been paying attention.
Apparently
You
so.
think I'm a
Why
big
don't you do
goofball,
this
but
instead of me?
I have no idea what I'm doing. I can
Come
barely
on.
walk.
Come on. So this
and
is the
speak.
tape. This is the Cricut heat-resistant tape that you can get.
First time ever been done on national television. This is global. There's a global audience here.
All right, so we'll just stick this down. I've never done this. I didn't even think to do this.
You're so
Okay.
sweet, Lorraine. I'm out of my
Okay.
mind. I'm an idiot. I first admit that.
All right.
Felicia is the genius here.
So we're going to stick him down. Isn't this funny? I can't believe
I
it.
love that we can just solve these problems together. Because people will make mistakes.
Right.
Right? I make mistakes every time I breathe.
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to grab my,
Your heat press, do you
my
have
heat
enough room
press?
here? I'm all up in your business.
he's all up in here,
I'm
but
gonna
that's
come over
okay
here.
because we've got everything all set up here to do a
Oh my
whole bunch
God,
of
I just
projects.
got stuck on the carpet.
And I'm going to
right
take
here.
my parchment paper, put it right over my turtle, and I'm going to press this down. I'm going to turn the timer on for 30 seconds. I've never used this design or this material. It is Cricut material, vinyl, iron on vinyl, but I
Good.
haven't used it before. So I'm not sure exactly, I can't remember how long to heat it for, but we put the heat resistant tape down. So I'm going to heat it for 30 seconds. And I'm going to peel up, I'm going to look at it and see if I can take off that tape. Everything should still be adhered down, then we'll press it again just to make sure that the turtle is stuck well to the t-shirt.
All right.
All right.
I like how there's that little stand there.
So here's our turtle.
Oh, here's the Easy Press. Oh, the Easy Press is on sale too. That's
Nice. The tape just peels right up.
Can you
Easy
see
peasy.
this?
Easy peasy.
So if you do have that problem, does the tape come in different sizes?
No, I don't know that it does. I've
But
only
you could
seen
just
it in
stuff a
this.
whole bunch of it on there and it came
Yeah.
right off and the turtle's
Yeah.
fine?
And the
He's
turtle's
swimming?
fine. Those 30 seconds got him adhered just perfect.
Look at
You see
that,
that?
ladies and gentlemen. That looks like a real
I love
turtle.
that print, that pattern.
That is awesome. Are you going to wear that on the cruise?
Sure.
That is.
I might.
You are fabulous. Felicia!
Okay. So we made our turtle. Okay?
That is awesome.
So that's one of the things that you can do with the air. All right?
It is cute, isn't it? Right?
So we'll
Thank
go ahead
you.
and close this
All right,
guy
remember
up.
to be cognizant of that little wheel, that little
Yep,
thing.
the
Let me see if
dial
I
up
can
here.
show you. The dial on top of, I'm going to go over, I'm holding the tripod in midair, hoping it won't fall. That is your little dial's falling. Okay, so you have to make sure you set that to the right thing. Now, you don't have to do that with the Joy or the Maker, correct? No dial on
No
those?
dial on those.
Okay.
All right.
So how does
so-
that get controlled? Is that controlled by the software?
Must be.
Why don't they just do that on all the machines?
I don't know the answer.
They did. Did it on the Joy or the
So I'm going to
Maker.
go ahead and open the Maker and turn this guy on. All right?
I'm not
And
complaining. I'm just saying let's be obvious here.
So let's talk about this Easy Press real quick because we didn't really talk about it. So you've got the on button.
Love
you've
it.
got temperature settings, so you can raise the temperature, lower the temperature, and you've got a timer, which you can change the time things. Okay?
I see.
And then the go button, the green Cricut button, you just press that and off it goes. Right?
All right.
And
What
it's like-
temperature does it go up to?
it goes up to 400, 400, which is the
So I think it's
temperature
pretty
that
hot.
you need for infusible
Do you know if an iron goes up to
infusible
400?
transfer sheets. And I don't think an iron goes up to 400. Do it over there.
All right, Felicia, can you iron my shirt?
All right. So he wants me to just show you that we can and have.
So we don't even own an iron anymore. We've actually used it. This is really funny, and people laugh at us all the time for doing this, but it makes one heck of an iron. Watch this
All right,
thing.
So we'll just press this bottom corner with our Easy Press. It is just a giant iron.
That's really all it is.
And this is the 9x9, but it also comes in, I think, 10x12. All right.
Does
and,
the vinyl
and the mini as
crack
well.
in the shower, Olivia asks. I'd say after maybe
Oh, in the washing machine?
100 washes.
Oh yeah, it will. I think actually, I think I read that it was 50 washes. It will go up to 50, and after that, it's not
kind of
sure.
iffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if
So-
you do need to,
But that's a year. I mean, if you wash it once a week for a year,
Right.
you're going to get a lot of longevity out of that
Right.
thing. But yeah, sometimes they peel off, sometimes they do. It's not. It's pretty permanent, but not permanent. But
so
that's
yes,
a great question.
I do use it to iron.
Look, that's amazing.
All right.
And no little marks or anything on it. It stays real clean. It's a
No.
non-stick surface, right?
Yep. Yep. Non-stick surface.
What about the rest of it?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
supposed to say, Tim, iron your own shirt.
Exactly.
I'm kidding.
Tim,
I'm
iron your
totally
own shirt.
kidding. I don't want you to do that. I'm just
All
totally
right.
messing with
So
you.
that is...
But that's really cool that you can use it as an iron.
Right? I mean...
And you do it all the time.
I do it all the time. You know what I use it for? I use it for linen pants. 'Cause I need
Oh.
a high heat on that linen.
And your
to get the-
sheets?
No.
Do you iron sheets?
No.
Does anyone out there iron
No.
sheets? That's ridiculous. Who irons sheets?
All right. So the last thing we're going to do here is we're going to talk about...
I think your dad
you know
ironed
what?
sheets.
One thing. Let me show you something real quick. I did think about this. There is a difference between removable vinyl and permanent vinyl.
Okay.
So I don't have the wrappers for these anymore like this, right? I threw them away.
So you
But
don't know?
I,
Uh-oh.
if you look at the materials, and I chose the same color, black, one has a matte finish and one has a shiny finish, a glossy finish. Can you see that?
I can.
Okay.
I think people can see that.
Glossy is permanent.
Is
matte
that
is
always
removable.
the case?
Always the case.
Okay.
Always the case.
Okay, good
And
to
if
know.
you're not sure, I've got slap bracelets, by the way. I use slap bracelets to
Those
hold
are
my vinyl
adorable.
together instead of using rubber bands, which tend to break on me. All right, so the other way to tell which type of vinyl you have is on the back. It says removable vinyl.
Oh, okay. But it's just an easy way if you've got tons of vinyl. Like,
Yeah,
look,
it's-
look at this.
Yeah, I have tons of
Look,
vinyl.
Look. This is insane. And there's a lot of those are scraps.
Yeah, oh yeah. As you can see in this one, I don't know if the other one has it. I roll my scraps inside sometimes.
That's a great idea.
Right? I also have a little bin that I throw them in as well.
Fabulous idea.
All right, so
Love
let's put
that.
my slap bracelet back on here.
Hi, Caitlin. Thanks for joining in today.
And
Mom's doing a great job. Look, she's
hi,
on camera
Caitlin.
today.
All right, so here
She's so
on the
brave.
back of the shiny one, it says permanent.
Oh,
So permanent is shiny.
Okay.
Matte is removable.
Good to know.
Okay.
But what if I want a permanent matte?
I'm just not even.
I'm
going
out
there.
of luck, aren't I?
You're just out of luck. And then of course you've got your iron on.
Ow! My foot. I'm kidding. All right.
Of course you got your iron on.
Wait a minute. You missed something. What
What?
is that little tiny thing there? That
What?
looks like an iron.
That's the mini. That's the baby of the family. Isn't it cute? You could use this to maybe iron on something on maybe a corner of a napkin or a child's t-shirt.
Or as you did a
Or
mask.
I did it on a mask. You could use it on, I've seen people iron on shoes. Put
What?
little designs on a tennis shoe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Clever.
So that's what this is for. And it's got just 3 settings. It's not plugged
Good
in,
to
so I
know.
can't turn
And
it
that
on.
doesn't, does that go to 400 degrees?
No, I
It
don't
probably
think
doesn't
so.
go that high, does it?
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
All right,
That's great.
so the difference, Tim was talking about the difference between the Air and the Maker. The Maker just does a whole lot more. It's got 300 different materials that it can cut. And the Air only has a couple of blades that you can use to insert into it, where the Maker has a variety. And I've got this handy dandy little case full of my blades. So I pop it open. I'm going to show you, it opens up here, because
Ooh.
these are interchangeable swap out tips.
Clever.
I also have a cheat sheet. And I'm going to show you my cheat sheet. All right. So my cheat sheet just tells me the number of the blade and what it refers to. So 11 is perforation, 21 is debossing, 31 is wavy. Okay.
Do you
so what
haven't
is-
memorized all these?
No, I haven't memorized all those. The only ones I know is the blue is for foiling.
Okay.
Got that, that's easy. The black is for deep cuts.
Good.
And then each one of these, I don't know, Tim, can you see that number on there? It says 41.
No, I can't see anything.
All right,
Hold your hand behind it.
On the end down here,
There
it
we
says
go.
41.
No, I still
Can you
can't
s-
see that now.
No? Okay. Well, on the end, it does tell you the number. It does
40
tell you a
something.
number.
Wait,
And it says,
it'll come up on the big screen in a second. I'll tell you what it was. Okay, it has
all
a
right,
number on
so
it.
This has a number on it. So it's 41, and when I look at my little cheat sheet, which is on the Cricut site, it's engraving. So this will be my engraving tip.
Ah,
all right?
I see.
And we've got engraving. We've got the knife blade. This is what you would use for chipboard.
Can you use these as weapons?
No.
Good.
And then this one
Scared.
is, it's a little tiny soft tip. That would be your debossing tool.
41 it said.
Yeah, exactly. So 41 is your, it
We had to
works.
wait like 10 minutes for that to come up. Oh.
All right. And then, let's see, what's this one? 31 is your wavy tip. And then we've got our rotary blade
Oh.
for cutting your fabric. And this is just a spare that I have for a deep knife.
What else do you use a rotary tip for? Have you ever used that?
I've only used it once, and that was with the sample project that came with the Maker that
Oh,
used
okay.
fabric.
Oh, okay, good.
Right? So
I can't wait to try fabric. I think it's going to be great. So you have Simplicity Fabrics and Design Space, which I think you have to buy for a couple of bucks.
Probably.
Dresses, jackets, pants, shirts.
The little tips.
And then you have to use a sewing machine to put them together, right?
Right.
I see.
These...
Or staples.
Certain ones of these have a tip, a little silver tip.
Thank you, Caitlin.
And that goes with these extra tips. These are swap housing. So I can, this is the engraving tip. I can push the button down, pull the engraving tip off, push with the button still down, lift it, and now I have my double scoring blade. So they're interchangeable.
Wow.
With the ones with the little silver tip on top.
Look at you.
Okay. All right.
Your mastery is just breathtaking, Felicia.
So that is my
As are
handy
you.
dandy. You're so sweet.
Felicia. Felicia.
What do you want now?
Okay. I love that little thing, that little
I
holder
love
thing.
this thing.
Is that an official Cricut?
It is official Cricut.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. And I just have a little, it's really just a Post-it note. I have it folded in half and I stick it in the middle here.
That's a great idea.
Right? Okay.
That's actually a great idea for Cricut to develop it and actually put a little guide on the bottom
Yeah,
of it. Right?
I don't remember those numbers. I don't use them all enough to remember the numbers on them. All right, so.
What are we looking at now?
Now we're going to, the maker also has two housings. You pop it open. This is where you switch out your blades. Right now it's just the regular fine point blade in the housing. And then the second housing would be where you would put your manual stylus if you wanted to use that, which is part of that accessory kit we talked about, or the markers would go in here. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to take our standard grit mat, and let's see if I can find what I was going to do. Over here we have a collection of infusible ink.
Ooh.
All right. The difference between infusible ink and vinyl is this is going to adhere into the material. You won't feel it. All right. But it does have to go on certain products, like Cricut has T-shirts in white and gray. It has to be a light colored product for the infusible ink to adhere to. It's kind of a sublimation product.
Okay.
All right, that you'd have to adhere this to.
A little different from vinyl, not going to crack.
Not going to crack. So I already have a piece cut because we're going to do something else with, let me grab it real quick. Too much stuff.
But you could probably wash this a certain number of times too. I think we've had some infusible ink shirts that we've washed at least 20, 25 times and they're still looking good.
Probably.
Right? What is that?
So we're going to cut a design for a mug. We're going to cut it on the Explorer. And we're going to use our this is the newest machine that Cricut has put out, and this is the mug press. So we're just going to turn that guy on.
Okay.
He's going to take a couple of minutes to fully light up. That's the second or third time I've heard that crackling noise, by the way. I don't know what it is.
I think we're starting to pop a circuit here with a lot
All
of
right,
things
so
going.
let's just keep going really quick. So
Is your heater still plugged in?
no,
I have no idea what that is. Okay. We're okay. Everything's still on. I still see lights on.
you sure? Okay.
Theoretically, you're not supposed to have this much in one circuit.
I unplugged what I could.
Okay. Yeah,
over
that's
here.
good.
All right. So because the phone wasn't working properly, I've got it already queued up in Design Space. So give me 1 second, and I'm going to show you.
So we are going to cut infusible ink with the Cricut Maker.
We are.
Can I cut infusible ink with the Joy?
Yes.
Can
yes,
I
you can.
cut infusible ink with the Explore Air
Yes,
too?
absolutely.
Can I cut infusible ink with scissors?
Yeah.
See?
Why not?
Why not? Maybe a stencil. What about a Sizzix? Ah, with a die?
I don't know. I don't know. I've never tried that. Never tried that, but I do have the Sizzix, and
I think it would cut all the way through.
We could try.
It would cut the backing out too. That would be a problem, wouldn't it? I think it would cut all the way through the infusible ink.
But it should. It should cut all the way through.
Oh, it should?
Yeah.
Oh, well, how do you keep it lined up?
What do you mean? So the infusible, your design's going to cut straight through.
All right,
both
go
sides.
ahead and do what you're doing. Let
All
people
right.
see what's going on. 'Cause
So-
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm out of my
I don't
mind
know
here.
what he's doing. So hang on 1 second.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you follow us up here in the corner if you haven't done that. And thank you so much for everybody who's followed us today. You guys are fabulous. Remember, the first ever, I can't stress this enough. This is going to be a historic opportunity for you to watch Amazon Live. The first ever live stream from a cruise ship will happen right here on this channel, only this channel. The only channel on Amazon Live is going on a cruise ship on June 26th on Celebrity Edge. We will be broadcasting live from that ship. So if you're a cruiser, if you've ever gone on a cruise before, we're going to tell you what has changed, what is different. Is there still a buffet? Can I wear a captain's hat without being thrown in the break? Can I have 7 stripes, 7 bars, and 2 diamonds and not get arrested? All these questions and more will be answered. We're going to actually take you through setting up a cruise room because some of the staterooms are very, very small on cruise ships. So we will show you how to organize your belongings, your toiletries, where to put your clothes, how to use magnets, ways to communicate on a cruise ship when you don't have your phone service. There's so many things we're going to talk about on this show, June 26th. And make sure you follow us because only our followers will be privy to special prizes. Oh yeah, we're going to have some cruise stuff giveaways and some gift cards and stuff too. It all happens June 26th, but you have to follow to know what's up. All right, what are you cutting here?
I am going to cut the design for a mug that Tim doesn't know anything about.
Does it have letters on it?
No, it does not.
Does that film need to be upside down?
It needs to be with the pattern side up. And in Design Space, when you go to cut Infusible ink, it prompts you on the screen. Do you have mirror on? Is the material straight up? So it tells you that it needs to be this way, right?
That's great.
So we're just going to go ahead and put this in here.
Would that happen on the app too? Would it prompt you?
It would prompt you,
right?
yes,
Okay, good.
absolutely.
So it's dummy proof. Even I could do something like this, which is fabulous.
Would you like to try it?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm scared.
All right,
One of
so
these shows I will.
We're going to go ahead and cut this out.
So this is the Big Daddy,
design.
the Cricut Maker. It's on sale, 11% off.
So we have a whole variety of these
Infusible inkies.
infusible inks. They have a ton of them. They have a lot.
Show us
a
the
lot
difference.
With patterns.
You're looking at this pattern, which looks pretty dim.
Right, it does. So here, take a look at this. This is an Infusible Ink Mug. You see how bright the colors are?
So this ink
how bright
here
the
that you're
colors are
using
here?
right now, do you have the box for that?
I have the box for that.
Is that over here?
Yeah, it's over here.
All right, so what's that going
It's
on?
going to
Oh
look-
my
it
God,
should-
that's going to look
it should
like that?
It should look like this one. I don't think it's that one. I believe it's this one.
Okay, so the heat is going to do something chemically to
Right.
take the color.
Right, and we're
just
going to
kinda-
take
That's great. I love the dummy proof too, because I am a dummy, Lorraine. You're probably like 4 times, at least 6 times smarter than I am.
All right, so here is a Cricut mug.
Do they all come in boxes?
Yep, they do actually.
That's like a gift box.
It is like a gift box.
Clever. So you can make mugs for your family.
You can. So it comes here. We know it's a Cricut mug. These are the 15 ounce. I think they come in 11 ounce as well.
Do you know you don't have to use a Cricut mug?
You don't have to use a Cricut
But
mug.
you have to use a mug that is...
Sublimation. And
Nice
to that
sublimation,
point,
right.
you can see this one was done on a Cricut mug, but this one was not.
And that's still the
And
colors
look how
pop on there.
beautiful the colors pop on
Yeah.
this one, all the way around.
But you have to make sure it's a dye sublimation capable. There's some kind of special coating on it that
Right.
accepts the ink.
Right.
So that is important, an important consideration if you do go off brand. But the Cricut mugs, you know they're going to work. They come with a nice box. And the beauty of this about making your own mugs is what? What can you say on a mug that you make?
Anything you want.
Anything you do. You're not hamstrung by the gift stores. So you can say, for the first time in history, anything you want on a mug. And I'm afraid to find out what Felicia is doing on this one.
All right, so I popped
little
out that
nervous.
blade, right?
What did you just do?
I didn't have it in all the way, so it didn't cut.
What are you doing?
Right? So we're just going to send it back through one more time. Sorry,
Lorraine
guys.
asks, is 15 ounce the largest it goes for the mug press?
It's the largest mug size that Cricut sells, but it's not the largest size you can put in there. You can take a sublimation tumbler and you could put it in there.
Okay.
You absolutely could.
Was 15 ounces the largest one Cricut makes?
15 ounces is the largest one Cricut makes, but people have been, I've noticed, posting on Instagram and YouTube, mason jars.
Oh,
As long as it's a straight edge sublimation product,
Right.
it'll work in the maker. But if it's a tall one, you're going to have to do one side, then flip it upside down and do the other side. So the entire cup, this only goes so high, right?
Right. I see that.
It
here.
doesn't
So you got
expand.
This length here. It looks like the mug. This is a 15 ounce over here.
Yeah.
I'll show you the 50. This is a 15 ounce. So you can see it just goes up to about here. So you don't have much more clearance here to go much bigger. And it is limited by the width, by the, is it the diameter? Well, really the circumference. I just used a big word, Felicia.
Yes, you did.
I did.
And you can see the difference between these two mugs. This is a 11 ounce and this is the 15 ounce.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a great question, Lorraine. Yeah. I mean, some people like a lot of coffee, right?
You don't need a lot of coffee. No.
Is there any other way to put this sublimation on something else that has a sublimation capable?
You could put it on shirts. You could put a design on a shirt. Yeah, you're not wearing one right now.
What about bigger, like cups, like I don't
like
know,
I said, you can do
tumblers and
it.
stuff?
Like I said, it has to be a sublimation tumbler.
Okay.
That you can do in there, and you'll have.
Could
to
you
put
iron it on there?
No.
You'd
How
need,
would you do that?
I don't know.
That
That's
would take
what
a
I'm
lot of
trying to
work.
figure out.
But you take your. This is your mug press, and it's the outside is not hot, but that green side in there is hot. It makes it so nervous. You just simply take your mug, stick it in there, right, and then close it up. But if you're doing a tall tumbler, you would do that. You stick it in all the way, do your heat on one side, take it out, flip it upside down, and then go back in the other side. Because it'll stick up, right? Your tumbler's going to be like this, halfway in, halfway out. So you can use this to do the taller things, as long as they're straight edge. They can't be curvy.
Right. Lorraine says you can do coasters. That is absolutely correct. You do coasters with the
You
heat press.
You absolutely can do coasters. They also have a tote that will accept the sublimation.
Oh, that's neat.
Or the infusible ink.
Lorraine, have you done coasters? We actually did at one point, but we used the pens. And we, we actually drew our own designs with, they have Infusible Ink Pens. Let me see if I can get out of the way here. I don't know if they're here, but she has her Cricut stuff kind of strewn all over the place, and this is my fault. Oh, there they are, look. So this is interesting. So if you have things that you want to draw, if you're can you see this? All right, now I've made a bunch of mistakes on this, but this is my art. I actually drew this design on a coaster with Infusible Ink markers. And we put a heat on there, but I did something, what did I do wrong here?
I don't
remember
know.
I did something wrong?
I can't find the other one.
I don't remember what I did wrong here, but I made a mistake, and I don't think I put the heat on long enough, and some of the color came off. But yeah, I mean, apparently you're going to have better artistic acumen than I do, because this is terrible. Look at his face. This is terrible. All right, I'm embarrassed. I'm putting it away. I'll never see it again.
There's another one. You can show how the colors are a little bit brighter.
You can do coasters, not sublimation, with regular vinyl. Yeah, you absolutely could do coasters with vinyl. Absolutely.
Why not?
Yeah, didn't you coat one of the glasses you made?
I did not. I did it with a shirt.
I'm going to show you. You did do something here. This is the one Felicia made. This is with Infusible Ink markers. Look how pretty her. It looks like it belongs in a Mexican restaurant, right? Look how pretty that is. And all she did was an Infusible Ink capable coaster with the Infusible Ink markers. And you can see how kind of like, there's like a variety of colors here. You get a good variety of colors in this kit. You just apply heat to them, and then it releases that gas or whatever it does and turns it into.
You don't have to just use the markers on the mugs. You can use the transfer sheets.
What are you doing? You can't see what you're doing here.
I'm taking this off.
What are you making?
Hang on.
Why are you hiding it? I want to see it.
I
Felicia!
know you do, but this is a surprise for you.
I'm scared now. So you can use, again, to reinforce that you can cut this Infusible ink with any of the Cricut machines, even the Joy, as long as it's about 4 inches wide, and you have to use a mat for that. Do they make smart vinyl, smart Infusible ink vinyl?
Smart? Yes, I believe they do.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting. So the only difference between the smart vinyl is you don't need a mat.
Correct.
Okay, that makes sense.
Did you talk about the new something?
No, no. Let's not confuse people.
All right, so I'm going to take.
It's a surprise.
I'm going to take a piece of heat transfer tape.
I cannot see what she's doing. She won't let me come over there.
Hang on.
Felicia, you're mean.
I know.
I hate surprises.
Close your eyes for a minute. Turn away. Okay. All right, so I have cut this mug design out of Design Space. I simply grabbed an image, grabbed the template that's already created in projects, added the image, and I've cut it out. So now I'm going to take my mug wherever it went. Excuse me.
That is interesting, because what you did is you cut it twice. You said the blade wasn't in there.
It wasn't, so it did not cut it all the first time.
It didn't cut it all, so you just put the same piece back in there.
Right.
Okay,
yep,
good.
No big deal. I didn't lose anything. I didn't waste anything. So I'm simply wrapping, my mug or my design.
Does this have sticky stuff in it already?
What? Yeah.
Well, all right. What's the tape for?
The tape is just going to help it adhere, or not move when I put in the mug press.
Okay.
So it's got this opening here.
They said that's so sweet, a mug for Captain Tim.
A mug for Captain Tim.
Felicia's okay. She's a little harsh, but
What
I think
are you talking
I think
about?
I make her that way.
There's some
not
truth.
harsh, so that's me.
All right, so here, this is my mug, right? It's ready to go. You see how dull the color is, right?
I do,
It's
yeah.
not bright and popping.
It's hideously ugly right now, so you're gonna make it beautiful.
I am. I got one piece I
You
need
sure
to...
that's the right side?
Huh?
Is that the right side on the mug?
Yeah, but I got one piece I just need to weed out.
Okay.
Hang on one second, I'm gonna grab my handy
You're
dandy
weeding
tool.
out the bad element that you don't need.
Yep, it just popped right out.
Again, welcome to Felicia. She shed, I can't even say that. She shed,
All right.
I'm going to say something bad. I'm going to get in trouble.
Our mug press is heated up. It's green. That means it's ready to go. I did open the door because it does let off.
It does get a little stanky.
Stinky
I'm gonna
in
be
here.
straight up. So they say use it in a well-ventilated area, which is a great
Right, hang on one
It's
second.
not going to kill you, but it's kind of a, and it's only momentary too. It's when it gets to that temperature, that time, it's like,
yeah,
shoot,
it just kind of,
shoots out a little gas. It stinks for a second, then it goes away.
as it's heating up, it does smell funny.
It is kind of funky.
It is
A
funky in here,
smell.
right?
That's the best way to describe it. Funky.
I
It's
don't know
not
how else
bad,
to
but-
describe it.
But it's good to have a little bit of ventilation. We've
So I'm
got
just
fans
gonna-
on here. Hopefully they're not too loud.
Put this in the mug press.
All right.
I'm going to close the lid, and we're going to let it do its magic for, it takes about 4 or 5 minutes, and all the lights will light up when it's done.
Now, theoretically, if you didn't have a mug press, could you put this in the oven and do it?
I don't think so.
Because it has to have the pressure
Yeah.
on the side. You think that's
Yes.
part of the
Yes, that's part of the
chemical
equation. Right.
reaction or whatever's
Right.
going on here?
And when you're doing infusible ink on t-shirts,
Mm-hmm.
you need to also make sure that you've got the easy press up to 400. And as it's heating the material, the infusible ink onto the t-shirt, you're going to want to apply some pressure, right? We've tried this a couple of times.
We have.
We just put it on 400, put this on, let it walk away, let it finish its time, take it off. It hasn't really gotten bright and bold. But if we go back and we apply pressure to it and kind of hold that down for a few minutes while it's doing its heating.
And what was the other secret? You kept it on for double the time, didn't you?
I kept it on for double the time.
Yeah,
I did.
that is, that's cool. So how long does this take? I see it's got a couple of lights on top. It's
About
telling
4 or
us.
5 minutes, I think.
It's not long.
It's not too long. It's not too bad.
This would be great if you're making like a special occasion mug that you just can't find in the store.
Right? So we're going on a cruise, so I made a cruise mug for you.
That's awesome. That's so sweet.
But
Or like a
Father's Day's
birthday,
coming up.
Father's Day.
Right?
You
So
can
we got to make some mugs for Father's Day.
find a sentiment that you can't find or buy in a store, right? And this
Exactly.
gives
It'll be
you-
unique. It'll be just something we made special
and it'll
for
show
our fathers.
extra love.
Yes.
Because you made this yourself, and no
Correct.
one else in the world has this particular mug. I'm
Correct.
going to cry. You can freely design the words or designs, or if you can draw, you can import things into Design Space.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yes, you
fabulous.
can.
That's
You can.
pretty
You can
cool.
import images to the sites. Were you outside, Sundog?
Checking it out,
She
getting
was-
a little sun. She likes
she
to
was.
sit in the sun.
She loves to sit in the sun.
All right,
so
looks
this
like
is
it's
almost
almost
done.
What are
So
we
we're
moving
gonna-
to after this so we can whet
We're going
your
to
appetite?
Baby.
Oh, the Brother. Oh,
The
I am
Brother
excited.
PE 800 embroidery machine.
And this is our newest thing.
This is our newest thing. We
here.
just got this a week or so ago. I've been playing with it, making some designs. I'll show you in case somebody was here when we showed it earlier.
Lorraine says, so pressure plus double the time for t-shirt. Is that with sublimation or heated vinyl
I do
too?
double time. I really do.
Pressure and double
Pressure
time
and double
for
time.
sublimation only or vinyl also?
A sublimation.
Sublimation
Yeah.
only. It's a great question, yeah, but that seems to be working for us.
So,
What is that?
So we're going to show the Brother PE 800 here in a minute.
No,
And
that's
this
not
is,
vinyl.
That's not vinyl. This is thread embroidery.
Wow, that's
So that's
very
one of
cool.
the designs. That was the first one we did.
You're welcome, Lorraine. Thanks
And
for
this
your
is the
question.
second
Great
one.
question. Wow, look at the detail. This must have
Right.
taken days.
No, it just took a few minutes.
The difference is you can apply all these colors in here.
You
where
can.
You can't really do that with vinyl, can
No,
you?
you can. You can layer vinyl.
How long would that take?
Well, it just depends on how many layers you have.
There's like 10 colors in there.
It's another design
Wow,
that we
look
did.
at that. And these are built into the Brother machine?
The first two were, and the other one I imported in from somebody else.
Oh,
And then we also made this
look
butterfly.
At that. Look at that's all thread. How much thread did that? Use the whole spool?
No, not
My
even
God,
close.
that's a lot of thread.
All right.
So that
So
is
that's-
next level when you
that's
get
next.
you know, you want to try something else. You've done the vinyl thing, you've done the sublimation thing. Maybe you want to get into the next phase, which is embroidery.
Embroidery for us. Tim likes to challenge me before I've completely mastered anything.
I do. It's terrible. I say, hey, guess what you got? Surprise!
He's like, hey, can you do a design live? I'm like,
yeah, you can.
Sure, why not?
You can.
Oh gosh, guys, we're gonna give it a shot.
So we're almost done. We're at 4 little nubs here.
Oh, almost done.
I don't know if you can see that at home. It's kind of hard to see in this light here. Light gets a little funky. I can't wait to get your she shed. Your real she shed, Felicia. That's going to be great. It's going to be fabulous. Everybody's going to be so happy. We're going to have parties. I want to actually invite people like Lorraine and Caitlin and Cheryl and Thelma to our she shed for our grand opening.
Oh, that would be fun.
We could do a live audience. We live here in Florida. Where are you guys living? We're near, not too far from Orlando, Florida.
Near Cocoa Beach.
Do you know who I found out lives around us?
Oh, who?
Muskrat Sally, Muskrat Sam. Do you remember that song?
Sing a little more. Let me catch it.
Do the jitterbug in there. Remember the Captain Tennille?
I do, actually.
Captain no longer with us, but Tennille lives here. She's not too far. We should have her over. We really should. That would be fun. I don't know if she wants to be on camera, but...
Oh, Lorraine's from New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Wow, it's cold in New Hampshire, isn't it?
Not this
Isn't
time
it like
of
Alaska?
Not this time of year.
Is that a state?
Oh, my heavens to Betsy. Oh, gosh. Lorraine, you're very sweet.
Caitlin says she's near us.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Not for long.
Oh, Caitlin's going to... Where are you going, Caitlin?
Where are you moving to, Caitlin?
She's getting out of here.
All right, so the timer,
the
mug press beeped. The lights are done. I'm going to go ahead and lift the lever. Now, this freaks Tim out.
Be careful,
the
it's so hot.
green area is
It's
hot.
like a bakery.
But the handle is not. So I'm just going to lift this up. I'm going to put it on my coaster. And I'm going to let it sit here for just a minute while it cools down. That mug is super, oh my gosh. You know, I'm having a bad day.
Why?
You want to know why?
What'd you do?
Because I did it backwards again. I did. Is that what you were trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Okay. I did it backwards.
So Lorraine said it was cold last week and got hot this week. And you know what? My friend lives in New Jersey, and he said it was like 60 degrees for Memorial Day weekend.
No way.
He said it was like 62 degrees in New Jersey. That's terrible because everybody goes to the beach on that weekend.
So I had it this way. I should have done it this way.
All right, good.
If I had done it right, I'm not doing it again.
Let's make mistakes again.
Right.
Now, here's a question. There's nothing happened on the mug. Wait, did something go through?
Just
Oh, you did get a little bit. Oh, well, no, nothing there.
nothing went
Oh,
through.
you have to do it again.
Yep.
All right.
So you
Do we have
could
to cut it again. Can you do that again?
No, let's just do it again.
Let's see if it works. I mean, this is great. Let's make mistakes together. I love that.
We're going to have to let it cool down. It's really, really hot.
I'm sorry. Okay.
We can't do that right now.
Oh my good! It was 40 in New Hampshire on Memorial. That is insane.
Oh my, where's that?
New Hampshire.
Oh, that's
40.
way
It was
too
60
cold.
in Jersey, 40 in New Hampshire. That is crazy for the end of May.
I'm good. I'm good.
You know what? I'm going to be straight up with you. Florida's been kind of a little cooler. We haven't really had our big heat wave. Normally, the beginning of like April.
Have we hit 90 yet?
Yeah, it's 90 something today.
You think?
Yeah, it's hot everywhere today. But
all right, we're going to let that cool down. We'll maybe come back to it. Otherwise, if we don't get a chance to come back to that, if it had,
We'll come back
if I had put it on right, it would come out bright and colorful like this. But that's how you use the mug press.
all right.
Make sure your
So
vinyl's
remember
the right
the
way.
colored side goes
Is
towards.
that what you were trying to tell me?
Yeah.
You didn't speak clearly.
I know. I don't speak English well, so it's my 5th language.
All right.
So that's cool. Good to know we're making mistakes together, and that's how we learn. All right, so we're going over to baby now.
Oh, goodness.
Whee! I'm going to try not to bump into our trash can, to our simple human trash can. Do you love our simple? It's not in the carousel, is it? Hello, how are you? Good to see you today. All right. So this is the brother embroidery room. Is this the top of the line? Mid-range consumer?
Sure. Yeah, probably mid-range consumer.
Okay.
All right, so this is the Brother PE800. It's a nice machine. I just turned it on with the switch on the right, and it comes up with an LCD touch screen, color touch screen panel, right? And when I click on it, I can then see the designs. There are about 138 designs that come out of the package. I've only done one where I used a flash drive. It does have a flash drive spot on the right. Oh my
Watch
gosh.
your toes. I'm trying to get a close-up. It's actually got an LED. It's like a computer built in. You don't need to hook this up to a computer?
No.
No design space?
No.
It's all on the brother?
All on the brother.
Oh, brother.
So you can scroll through, I'll click one of these, and you can scroll through and see the different images that it comes with, right?
Oh, okay. It's
Turn
hard to
back.
see at home.
It is
but
hard. You want to try to get closer? I can work around you.
Closer. How's that?
Are you close enough?
I'm a little high, but when you're standing in front of it, it kind of blocks it. Okay, that's cool.
Can you see that at all? All right. So,
yeah, a little bit.
All right. So it comes with letters that are already designed, just like what I did with the T. But somebody asked me, and I'm not going to say who, and it wasn't Tim, asked for a letter. So I clicked that letter and I hit set. So that's the one that's going to be queued up to go. And if I go to this, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a thread with color options. So if I click on that, this machine is almost as easy in some respects as the Cricut software.
Okay.
It tells you, these are out of the box. So out of the box, I don't have to really think about colors unless I truly want to change the colors. And I can do that in this panel here. But it also tells me which colors to use that's straight out of the box. And the colors are on the bottom of the spools of thread.
Oh, I see.
So this, in this case, I don't know if you can focus on that or not. This
you
is
can see that.
070, and it's telling us that we need 017. So here's 017. Got that. I went in my box, I found all my colors. Here's the green, 513.
You could substitute colors if you wanted to.
You absolutely can, but if you just want to straight up out of the box create something, you can do that. And it prompts you and just tells you what the colors are.
Charles says loves embroidery. I love embroidery too.
All right, so these are my colors.
It's a little different. It's got a different texture. I think you have a little bit more flexibility in your colors and the layering too.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you want me to actually do one, or are you...
Ladies and gentlemen in the audience today watching Amazon Live, do you want her to actually do an embroidery project? It takes a few minutes to get this thing done. Let us know in the chat. Let us know if you've done embroidery. Let us know what you want to see. If you want us to make something on Cricut, we'll do something else. We don't even care because we're crazy today and we're here for you, and we appreciate you watching and following us on this channel. This is what makes our life worth living. Lorraine says yes. Do it, Felicia.
Oh gosh, thanks, Lorraine. All right, so
Lorraine's awesome. Fabulous.
We're just going to do this straight out of the box. Right. I mean, this is exactly what I did.
I'm going to pull back here and give you a little bit of room.
This is exactly what I did when I got this machine.
Okay.
Straight out of the box designs. I feel like it's the easiest way to truly learn it. Just kind of follow what's in here.
Right over here. Is that enough room for you?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Now, this particular machine embroiders
Sherry says yes. Let's
awesome.
do. Nicole says yes. Yep.
Oh my gosh, I'm nervous.
That's it. That's a majority. We're in. You have to do it now.
This machine allows you to embroider a 5x7 area. So that's the size hoop it comes with.
And what is 5x7? Is that enough to put on a shirt typically?
It absolutely is.
Or a towel
absolutely
or something?
Is. I don't have the shirt that I did on here, but it absolutely is. I went ahead and hooped this because it does take me a few minutes to hoop it. But I've got tearaway backing on this. I bought these white...
I have tearaway pants.
He does.
Is that the same thing?
No, but this is backing to help stabilize it. It's a stabilizer and it's tearaway. So when it's done, we'll just rip that off. But these are just white Amazon washcloths that I got off there for the sole purpose of practicing.
I see.
Right? I didn't want to ruin a whole bunch of shirts. So all you have to do is slip this under the needle, which is up, and then attach it to the arm over here.
It's going to be a little hard to see at home. I apologize.
Pop it in.
Get as close as I can get here.
Now, the bobbin is already in there, and
what is a bobbin?
Trial by error. The bobbin is the bottom layer of the thread that's going to hit the back of it.
And I learned something that's a different color than the thread.
It is on the embroidery. You don't have to, like sewing. You need to keep the colors the same. If your bobbin is green, your thread should be green, and so forth. But in the embroidery world, it apparently is white or black. You don't have to match your colors.
So there's no bobbin for apples, is what you're trying to say.
There's no bobbin for apples.
Understand.
So we're going to go ahead and thread our first color. I thought threading would be really hard and challenging, but I'm slowly trying to figure this out. It's really not that bad. So changing these colors out is really not as big a deal as you might think.
Show us what you can do. How long have you had this?
A week.
A week?
Just like the slap.
Never embroidered before this?
No.
And you're threading an embroidery machine?
Yeah.
What's your IQ, like 700?
No, it's just you challenging me.
You did it though, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
So just like the slap bracelets we use for vinyl, these are like little mini slap bracelets for thread. It keeps your thread from, just...
Oh, that's a great idea.
...tangling all over the place. So we're simply going to take, I'm not going to tell you absolutely everything. It would take forever. I'm going to put the thread on here. Now the cool thing about this machine is it tells you how to thread it. I don't know. Can you see this, Tim?
I don't know.
It's got the thread. It tells you to go in down here with 1, up 2, over and down here for 3, back up for 4, down for 5, and then into the needle.
Oh, okay.
Right? Now, the other cool thing, this machine has a lot of cool things, is that it threads the needle for you.
What?
Yeah.
So you don't have to find a little hole, a little eye hole? And
No, because if I did, I would never do it.
it would never happen, would it?
No. So here, I threaded the machine. On the side here, can you see this? On the side here is a little cutter. So I just cut the thread, press this lever, and just like that.
And it's threaded?
Can you see it? You want to see it?
Oh my God. That almost seems too easy.
It's threaded.
That is crazy.
So
I don't think
then,
I can see that. I can't get that low.
Okay. All right. So I just.
But you get the gist of what's going on. Really easy to thread, even if you're an absolute beginner and you had this thing for less than a week. You can thread your own embroidery machine.
Yep. On the screen, I told it I was done making any edits. So on the screen, it says that I need to start with 070. Make sure. No, 017. That's 017 up here. Lower the foot. Press the arrow, the green arrow, and it should start embroidering. You might want to take that off the tripod.
I might try to do that, see if I can go hands-free.
And just like that,
Hang on a second.
it's starting this embroidery process.
Be a little bumpy for a second. I'm going to try to go hands-free on this thing. Bear with me. I think this will work. Ready? Quick release. And we are free willy. Look at that. So it's already laid its first kind of guide down. You already see the J. What is this thing doing?
Hopefully it's working. I'm going to assume it is.
It looks like it's cross-stitching or doing whatever it's doing. Can you see that? You can see it on the big screen in a second.
Slightly nervous, guys.
Well,
Again,
maybe it'll put a different color in there. You got a couple of different
I know, but
purples
it
there.
should have been doing it tighter, but we'll see.
All right. Well, we make mistakes together. We're all learning, right?
Again, 4th time doing
Yeah, yeah. I just have no experience in it. It was just
But
great.
this is just how easy it is to do one of these designs.
I don't want to get in the way.
That's
It's like,
okay.
get out of my way, Tim.
That's okay.
Whoa. Interesting how it changes speeds automatically. And this thing here is telling you where it is.
So right now it is on the top one, the 017. It tells you it's going to take about 5 minutes to do it. And then once it finishes that, it's going to prompt us stop. We're going to click the cut thread and rethread it real quick for the next color that it prompts us for.
Shut the front
Shut
door.
the front door. I mean, how cool is that?
That is pretty cool. And you can see the thread just kind of pulling off gently.
Yeah.
Gingerly, as we say.
See how it's threaded?
Happy fun day Sunday, Felicia.
Thanks.
Stay-at-home mom checking in. Look at that. Rosalinda.
Are you able to see it now a little bit more? Go to
Oh, your name is Rosalinda. Oh. Holy apple chips. Oh my God. Look at that. Yeah, you can see it's kind of filling in. It's kind of backing in now.
Going back and filling it in.
Mind your way here?
No, you're fine. Absolutely fine.
Rosalinda is a beautiful name. You know, Linda in Spanish means beautiful. Do you know that? And Rosa means rose. She is a beautiful rose.
There you go.
You know that? Yes.
Perfect. Perfect.
Do you go Rosalinda or Ro? With the O? I think it's Rosalinda. Do you like how I say this?
I do.
I sound like, what's his name? Dario.
Daria.
I am Dario and she is Menina. Except I am Mario and you are Maria. Ah, Rose, that's right. Look at this thing. That's amazing. I got you. Thank you so much for correcting me because I am linguistically challenged as it was. I'm actually an English teacher, but don't tell anybody about that. All right, so look at this. Mario's a brother's name. That's right. Mario and Maria would be our Italian cooking names on that show. That's coming up too. Don't tell anybody about that.
Now you're making me hungry.
Italian. Look at this. Let's go around the other side here. So we're going free camera.
So while this is working on the J is probably the biggest part of it. You can purchase, and you need to. The machine does not come with anything but the hoop. It does come with white bobbin thread. But that's it. You don't get the thread with it. So here is a box of embroidery thread that I picked up, and it comes with 63 colors.
Wow!
It
Thank you,
gives
Rosalind. She says you're very talented. Love tuning in your streams. Thank you so
you.
much. I mean, so much.
Very sweet. So it comes with 63 colors. You can see what they are, and on the back as well.
Oh, that's a neat little collection.
It is a neat little collection because the other day I was looking for a number, right? I was looking for, let's make it up, 126. Well, I had no clue what 126 was. And I got 63 colors to go through.
Oh, yeah.
So I looked at 126 and I said, oh, it's an orange color.
Oh,
so let me just look at the orange. So that's how I found it.
Okay.
Right.
That's
and
clever.
they're all wrapped in plastic, right? So the thread's not going anywhere. But as I use them, I top off each one of them with these little spool savers, is what they're called.
I like putting them on my fingers, Felicia.
Oh, you do? I know you do.
Yeah.
I know.
I look like a monster. They call me the rubber monster.
So this is the first set I bought. And as I got them, I was like, man, I really wish I had a storage container for this.
Uh-oh, you and storage. Here we go.
Yeah, me and storage. I gotta have storage.
What's that J? What's the J for?
Judy.
Oh, it's for Mama Judy. Oh,
So then
okay.
I went back on Amazon and said, oh, look, they have a nice storage container.
That's neat. Look at that. It looks like a hotel.
What I didn't do was read very closely.
Uh-oh.
I didn't realize that it came with the colors already. So
well, you're going to need those colors again. You're going to go through this.
Same exact 63 colors, same color guide.
Okay.
Comes with extra bobbins. One's already spooled for you. But yes, here are all your colors. Again, the numbers are all on the bottom. Easy peasy. And it's there's 3 different layers here. Each one pops on and off.
Yes, the Sim Thread Machine something they're here. These are on sale too. Some of these are on sale too. That's nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, they're in the carousel below, so pick those up too if you decide to get into embroidery. You're going to need a lot of thread.
Again,
have you gone through an entire spool yet?
No, but I did go through a bobbin spool, and hopefully it doesn't run out today.
So where's the bobbing? Is it underneath here?
Underneath there.
Bobbing, hello, are you there? So it does that underneath, and somehow it matches the bobbing thread with the colored thread on top.
Correct. Oh. All right, so now it's finishing the J. All right. So now
finishing the J.
It automatically switched to the next color over here, and it's telling me it's 513. I put them in order, so this is 513. I'm going to click the cut button. It's going to cut the thread for me.
What? It cuts it for you?
It cuts it for you. I'm going to take off the attachments and pull this thread out gently.
This is too easy.
Roll this back up. Put my thing on in a minute. Take this one off, and let's quickly rethread it. Again, the rethreading process is fast and easy. I find it not to be cumbersome whatsoever.
Do you find threading to be therapeutic? Cathartic?
Sure.
Enjoyable?
Sure.
Fabulous?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
You're doing it very quickly now. Look at that. Remember the first time you're like, words I can't say on here.
You're so mean.
All right. So, hey, you did it. I was afraid to even touch it. I took it out of the box. That's as far as I went. Whoa, that was it.
It's threaded. It's threaded. I didn't.
Look
I didn't
how quick
thread.
you did that. I was like less than 30 seconds.
Right. So then I put my foot back down, press the button, and off it goes into the next color.
No way.
This one is telling me it's going to run for 2 minutes.
Oh, it tells you how long.
Yeah.
Fantastic, fabulous, therapeutic. Seriously, all the above crafting is great therapy, especially for highly anxious people like Felicia. Look at that. Look at the green.
Why are you so mean today? You're so mean.
Felicia, we love you.
You are making dinner tonight.
I know.
That's it.
I know. I'm just fun, and we promised people we'd have fun on this channel, so I have to be the comedic idiot.
I want homemade ice cream too.
Oh God, here we go again.
Sherbet.
It sounds like a cooking show tonight with Mario and Maria, like Dario and Menina. Mario and Maria. We will do it. I will make a robot to cook my dinner. Look at this. It is doing this green automatically. How does it know where to go?
The total time to cut this design is saying 11 minutes at the top.
So, like the Cricut, you can make your own custom designs in this thing. Can you import things, or are you limited to the however many designs are in this thing?
You're not limited to the 138 designs it comes with, and I think it comes with, don't hold me to it.
11 fonts?
Is it 11 fonts or 7 fonts?
13, 11.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But it's got a USB flash drive.
Well, what is this doing in here? What'd you do with that?
That was one of the designs that I grabbed from somebody's website. There's a free
So you can
design.
download free designs, paid
It's a
designs.
free design, and I want to see how that worked with the
that is
USBs, so that's what I created.
And those are the colors they recommended for that?
Those were the colors they recommended for. I went with what they did because I wanted to see how it would turn
Some of
out.
the edges there look a little white. Is that
Now,
because it's a towel?
it's because it's this towel. It's not one of those real high quality towels. It's just
Right.
kind of a terry cloth towel. I got these on purpose so I could use them for
What's happening?
testing.
Did I break
trying
it?
this out.
I got too close?
Nope, we're simply going to cut that again. We're going to,
What is that
excuse me,
noise?
lift the foot, unthread the thread.
Look how
put that
simple
aside.
she does it. So easy.
Grab the next color. It's telling us it's 612. Putting that on here, and I'm just going to thread it real quick.
Let me come around back, see what you're doing back here.
All right, can you see?
Yeah. So that's the foot. The foot has to be down.
The foot has to be down.
Oh, guys, turn the water on.
I'm going to put this.
Felicia She Shed is actually the kitchen she took over.
All right, and then I'm going to press the go button again, and off it's going to go and do the next one.
The next
Now this
color.
one is only a minute to do. It doesn't have a significant amount of this color on it.
Look how fast that goes. Remember people used to do this by hand? It would take years to do this. Imagine just a simple design. Well, it's not really simple. This is pretty complicated. Do you know they used to use punch cards to do this? They did. I did a whole video about this, the history of computing.
You're
Yeah.
so dating yourself.
I actually taught a course on that, and I did a whole. It's on another video streaming service that I can't tell you about. But
Now, if I were doing it, or not quite so rushed, with each color, I would use my handy-dandy little scissors it comes with, and I would snip the ends.
oh yeah, you don't have to do that.
But I'm
You
not
do
gonna
that
worry
when it's done,
yeah,
right?
I'm not going to worry about that right now.
That is interesting. Just the layering possibilities here that you can't do with vinyl, and you probably can't do with infusible ink unless you layer them on top of each other one by one, which would be incredibly tedious, I would imagine. Have you ever done that? Have you done multiple colors on top of each other with vinyl or infusible ink?
Yep.
How was that?
You have to, if you're using infusible ink, you have to do that first,
Oh, okay, and tape it all together.
and then iron the infusible ink on, then grab your next layer of vinyl,
I see.
and then add that on.
This is
Top.
great. I love that you show people that you're using these machines and you're actually giving them a
yeah.
little instruction. They can go back and actually watch this video again and learn from it
Yep.
if they pick this thing up and actually try these designs when they get these machines themselves.
Correct. I mean, changing the threading.
There's a light under there.
Yeah, there is a
When does
light.
that come on by itself?
When you turn
kinda
the
cool.
machine on.
I'm in your way here. I'm sorry.
No.
Look how quickly you've been. A week. You've done this for a week.
Yeah.
You're threading like a boss, Felicia, okay?
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah, you do what you do, but... And there is the status. I think it actually shows you this little pink doodad. This is a touchscreen. I don't want to touch it. It actually shows you where the thread is. It's having a hard time focusing on this, but that's pretty neat. So you can actually see the status, exactly where it is and how long it has to go. That is really cool. I'm glad you did this. I'm glad our audience talked you into this, Felicia. You're just about to get out of here and hightail over to the pool, aren't you?
I was thinking about
You're
it.
thinking about it, but no, it's more fun to teach this stuff.
Now, this is a lot of fun. I enjoy this.
So what else can you do? You can do towels, t-shirts, what else?
Blankets, napkins, towels for the kitchen, towels for the bathroom, any type of material. I'm pretty sure you can embroider on. I'm not sure about felt type material, the thickness of it. I'm not sure how that would work out. It's got to be able to fit into a hoop. This is not a hoop-free kind of.
It's not a hoop-free zone?
It's not a hoop-free zone.
Sounds like a basketball term. Listen, is there a smaller, what are these things called, this rectangular
Yes, there's
thing?
smaller hoops that you can purchase.
And this is the biggest one this machine handles.
Yes, that's
5 by 7.
That is what it comes with,
Okay.
and you can also purchase additional hoops.
If you wanted to do more bigger things, you can kind of do multiple passes.
Yes, you could.
Just like the Cricut.
Yes.
And just patch them all together.
Right.
Okay. So you're going to your thread change again? What are we doing now?
We're going to move on to 070.
Look, you even know what number it is. Look at you.
When I go through it up front, I get my colors out and I line them up in the order they're supposed to be in.
That's a good idea. You're prepared.
I'm
Okay,
very
good.
prepared, yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to be fumbling through that big box of colors.
No, that's no fun.
Right? So,
Although that is fun, fumbling through colors. Look how easy she threads that. Do an overhead. Look at that shot. Look how I sound like Bob Ross. Look how she does a happy little embroidery machine. Happy little embroidery machine. Everybody should.
gosh.
Everyone should make friends with an
stop
embroidery
making me
machine.
laugh.
Look at that. Look how she threads.
Stop
it.
making me laugh.
She's like an artist.
Oh my gosh.
Happy little threads. Happy little threads. She's going around. Happy little foot down.
Oh my
What's
heavens.
going on here? Okay, so we have another color. This looks like the same color you started with.
It almost does, but it is slightly different.
All right. So we're gonna make that little flower design on the J. This is for your mom?
She asked for something for her, and now I am.
She just said anything?
Yeah, she didn't say what.
You think she'll use this towel or she frame it because her daughter made it?
I think she's going to add it to her stack of wonderful stuff that we've already sent her. She says she keeps every card we make and sends to her.
Oh, that is so sweet, adorable. Now you could make things like this too. Is there a software that you can actually make embroiderable designs with that you're aware of?
There is a lot of different software packages out there that you can use to digitize images. I have not gone there yet. I have no idea how to do it.
I would think this would have to be done like a Photoshop, like in layers. Almost like Design Space.
I would think so.
So each color would have its own layer.
Yep.
And then you have to do it in the order, and obviously the color on top is the last one you use.
Right.
You can't go underneath here.
Right.
That is adorable. Look at that, the intricacy of those designs. And it's your last color change. Cut. Lift.
Disassemble.
I almost know how to
Pull
do
out.
this.
You can do this.
No, I can't.
Totally do this.
I'm clueless. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Look at you.
Just gonna put this back
Look
on.
at you.
Look at her. This is our last thread.
The last thread. We're almost done. We're going to see a beautiful J.
We hope. You can thread it much
this
better
pretty
and
dangerous.
faster.
You really get in trouble with this thing.
It's much faster when he's not making me laugh.
Look at this.
Put this down, press the green button, and off it goes. And
Happy
it's less than a
little
minute for the yellow. It says it's that much, and then we're done.
We'll see yellow. I'm getting a really close up. Hope it's not camera shy. Look at that. Auto-magically, ladies and gentlemen. This is amazing to me that a machine can do this. So again, the brother has the computer, the software, everything built in, and you can pick your designs and do what you need to do right here on this touchscreen, a 3.5-inch touchscreen. It has like 138 built-in designs, I think.
Yep.
And 11 fonts. I think only 7 of those are English fonts. There's some other languages and some Japanese stuff in here as well. So if you know anybody who lives in Japan, you can do some really cool stuff for them. And you can make your own designs as well and import them into the machine with a little bit of practice. And you downloaded some from the internet and loaded it with the USB.
I did. Yep.
And that's pretty cool.
Yep.
All right, cool. So there are a lot of options to be really flexible and make whatever you want on this machine. All right, so it's done.
It's done.
And what does it say?
I cut it.
Finished embroidering?
Finish.
Okay. And
lift the foot.
how do you do this?
Lift the foot. I'm going to come over to the side. I'm going to pop this out.
You just go ahead and do it. And you have to get the right
I have to get the right angle.
angle on here. Yeah, don't worry about me. There it is.
Pop it out. Pull it underneath the needle. Pop off your. Boop.
Look at that.
And there is your J.
Look.
You can cut your loose threads there.
Look at the detail in that. That is gorgeous. Look at that. I'm shadowing it. I'm sorry. That is amazing. Show me the back of it. What's the back
So
look
here's
like?
the back.
What do you do with this?
This is the tearaway. So we're just going to.
Oh, wow. It literally is tearaway.
It is tearaway. We're just going to pull that off.
I can't see your bobbin thread on the back. Where is that?
It's little white pieces.
Just little tiny bits there. I would think it would use 1 for 1, but I can actually see the colors coming through here.
And there is. Let's see if you can
Look
get that
at
good light.
that. I'm just going to be so happy. Look at that. Look at the detail. I'm shadowing here. Let me pick it up here. I'm trying to go handheld. That is fabulous. Can you see that level of detail in those flowers? And that is all
Does that
done
help?
with thread, ladies and gentlemen. That's amazing. It looks just like your tea. This is a built-in design? It comes with the machine?
It's a built-in design. It comes with the machine. That's what I practice with. I brought the washcloths
Look
strictly for practice.
That. Now you're going to need thread, so make sure you get thread if you do decide to pick up one of these things and make the investment. Another thing I need to let you know about this Brother machine is it has a 25-year. I'm not talking a 2 or a 5. I'm saying it is literally a 25-year warranty on this machine. And you told me something that you have to get these serviced. You heard something?
Yeah, I've been following a lot of people on different channels, and they are mentioning that you should have this serviced once a year.
All right, that's not a bad little preventative maintenance. Where can you get these serviced, do you know?
I don't even know in this
Authorized
area.
Brother
I don't
service
know.
representative?
Not
I'm sure there's
I
something.
know there's a quilting store around here somewhere, so maybe they will do it.
I wonder if the big box
I don't
crafting
know.
stores do that too.
I'm not sure. Anyway, there you go. That didn't take but Well, it says 11 minutes to do it.
And that's the design you downloaded.
This is the design I downloaded.
Look at the little red things on here. That's really cool. You've done some amazing work with this thing in a week. That is unbelievable what you've done in a week, and you learned all this.
This leaf was literally my very first one.
What do you think the hardest part of this embroidery machine was? Learning it and getting to use it. Would you say the thread?
You know, the hardest part is hooping.
Hooping,
yes. I feel like that's the hardest part. And to find the center or the exact spot where you want it to appear, I find it to be slightly challenging.
Okay,
but that's probably the hardest part of the whole thing. And once you get that thing hooped, once you get it figured out, again, I've only been doing it a week.
Yeah.
But once you get that going, then you can be off and running and creating great designs.
Lorraine says, that's beautiful. Mama Judy would love it. She's going to love that. That's adorable, too. You should make her a butterfly as well.
Yeah, right?
All right, I think we've come to the end of our rainbow. Look at the mess she's made in here.
Look at the mess I've made.
That's great. We made some stuff with the Cricut Joy, with the Cricut Explore Air 2. Look at the card. That's a great looking card. Remember Father's Day coming up. You can make your own stuff. So you should buy yourself this as a gift and then make your father pay for it and then give him gifts that you made with some of these things that we showed you on this show. The first ever episode of Felicia's She Shed. I have a really hard time saying that.
Thanks everybody for joining. I really appreciate it.
Make sure you follow us. I think you hover over here. It depends what the device is. And let us know if you have any questions on this thing. You can find us on the socials at Such Fun Gifts and Family Unit. And that's who we are. Thank you for following. We appreciate you, Amazon customer. For Felicia B., the genius of crafting. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. First time on camera.
Appreciate it.
Remember, we're going to do the first ever live stream on Amazon Live from a cruise ship. June 26th on Celebrity Edge. The first cruise leaving an American port.
That's right.
We're very proud about that. And I will have my 7 stripes and 2 stars on and my new hat that hopefully will be here by then.
Soon.
And a whole bunch of stuff we're going to make on these beautiful devices. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you all next time. Bye!
Bye!
Felicia is generous of all Cricut duties. So fun cruise ship. It's going to be great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, Rosalinda.
Thank you guys very much.
And everybody else who chimed in today. We'll see you guys next time. Bye! Bye. Dun, 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 dun.